This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chase from Barrel Age Flicks. Go ahead and check out our Patreon for raw, uncut footage and early access to all of our episodes. The link is in the description, and it's only $5 a month. Thanks for listening.
Hey guys, this is Ron. Be a part of our peanut gallery in our first ever live recording at the 1781 Brewery.
We're going to be at 11109 Plank Road, Spotsylvania Courthouse, Virginia, 22553.
We're going to be recording our first Broken Lizard film, Beer Fest, which is fucking perfect for a brewery like this.
And that's going to be on Saturday, July 29th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it.
Be sure to check out the cigar lounge, beers, and taco stand, and most importantly, talk movies with us.
We'll see you there.
You working again?
No, just sorting some stuff out.
I'll leave you be then. Good night, John.
Good night, Jimmy.
As I live and breathe, John Wick, the man, the myth, the legend. You're not very good at retiring.
I'm working on it.
So I guess you have a choice. You want a war? Or do you want to just give me a gun?
Somebody please get this man a gun.
You want to kill him? I want to kill him. What about you, Mr. Wick?
I'm going to kill you.
I missed you, John. It's so good to sit with a friend.
You stabbed the devil in the back and forced him back into the life that he had just left. You incinerated the priest's temple, burned it to the ground. Now he's free of the market. What do you think he'll do? And you, Jonathan, do what you do best.
What's that?
Hunt.
I gotta tell you, I've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time. I'm a huge fan. John Wick. And so far, you haven't disappointed.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Last stop on the southbound C train.
The blade is in your aorta. You pull it out, you will bleed and you will die.
This is the end of the line.
Consider this a professional courtesy.
This is broadcast. This is the last stop.
Let me ask you, John, how do you feel? Because I am really pissed off. You pissed, John? Are you? Yeah.
Welcome to Barrel Age Flicks. This is Ron. Somebody punish me, please. And in the show we have...
Hey, this is Stu.
Get in my jelly belly.
Also including...
Hey, this is Ragnar.
And...
Fuck you, Chase.
Yeah, fuck me. All right, hey everybody.
And finally...
Hey, this is Goot.
I am Groot.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to BAF, a legacy episode today. What is up, guys?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Boners in skies, man. Boners in clouds.
Fuck yeah. So we are going to be doing the John Wick Legacy, which is being hosted... What? What'd I do?
Boners and clouds. Oh, yeah.
Did I really say that?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, shit.
Anywho.
So anyways, we are doing the John Wick Legacy, directed by Chad Stahelski.
We just went over this.
Stahelski.
That's okay.
Okay, so anyways.
One more.
Try again.
Try again.
Stahelski.
Damn right. There we go.
Got it. All right, good.
Attaboy.
First one was released on October 14th, 2014. Second one was released February 10th, 2017. Third one was released May 17th, 2019. And the fourth one was just recently released March 34th, 2023.
34th, huh?
God damn, we're doing good.
What, the fourth? What did I
You
say?
said 34th.
Did I say?
March 34th.
You did.
Oh, my God.
I was born on September.
I don't know how I got that. That's a typo.
February
so I got the wrong
31st?
date on that. It's March something 2023. Somebody correct that for me. Anyways,
Somebody correct that for you. It's on your fucking screen,
No,
bro.
no, leave it. We have
All
rules
right.
in place.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Somebody correct him.
other movies he has done are nothing. He's only done these John Wick movies.
These were his first.
His first movies. But
Stahelski?
yeah.
Incorrect.
No, for
As a director, that's correct. That's the first thing
That's
he's
what he's
directed.
talking about.
yes, that's what I was talking
He
about.
originally worked on what?
That's what I'm about to say.
Okay, cool.
Yes. He's been a stuntman coordinator for the Matrix films.
Coronator? He coronated stuntman? Holy fuck.
Suck.
Look, just grab the wheel.
All right, no, I got it.
Grab the fucking
shit.
wheel.
All right, I will.
You had about 87 fuck ups so far.
Yeah, I know.
We're like
All right.
30 seconds in, brother.
The Matrix
Come on.
the Matrix films, The Crow, Van Helsing, Constantine,
What the fuck?
Serenity, V is for Vendetta.
He was getting it confused with his
All right.
old,
least you
childhood
got that
favorite
movie right.
Cockenstein.
All right. V-
Who's the Cockstein Bears?
V is for Vendetta, 300, Captain America Winter Soldier, and Civil War, Deadpool 2, and Dread. The movie stars Keanu Reeves. All four of these movies star Keanu Reeves, William Dafoe, Alfie Allen,
No.
William Dafoe.
No.
Then what is it?
Willem.
Willem.
Is it really?
Yes.
Willem Dafoe.
No, that's three.
I said Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Defoe.
That was fucking Dafoe.
Okay, well, no, I said Defoe.
No, you didn't. That was Dafoe.
I'm already spinning the fucking wheel.
You're
right.
spinning it fucking twice then.
John Leguizamo, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick, Dean Winters, Ruby Rose as the deaf girl,
God, she's hot.
Common as Cassian. Am I right on that?
We're not going to say a fucking thing. You're on your own, bro.
Halle Berry, Mark Damascus, Angelica Houston, Clancy Brown, Bill Skarsgård, Donnie Yen, Hiroyuki Saganu.
Oh my God, Sonata.
Hiroyuki Sanada. Another Hall of Famer, by the way. How you doing,
The
Stu?
fucking
You missed the show?
disrespect right now.
You missed the show? All right. Shamir Anderson as the tracker, Marco Zar as the fat man. He was I think he's a stunt. He's actually like a fighter, isn't he? Like a boxer.
Scott
He's a
Adkins,
martial artist.
yes.
He's a martial artist.
Yes.
No, he was
And he's
talking
actually
about
in an action
the bigger
star.
guy, the hitman that he encountered in number 3.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Scott Adkins was Keela.
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
No,
What?
Scott Adkins is a stunt man.
That's who he's talking about.
He was talking about.
No, the fat man in the fourth one was Marco Zar.
Well, I think you might have gotten your shit.
No, that's what I looked up on when I did the.
That's wrong.
That's really wrong.
Look it up.
It is.
Yeah, it's Scott Adkins.
Yeah.
That's why I corrected you. It was wrong.
I'm the one hosting this show. I've done all the fucking research, my dude.
All right, then I'll spin. God damn it! I'm spinning
That's
the wheel.
4?
No, 3. That's 3.
You sure?
Yes.
Unless
Okay.
there's another fat man, I'm getting confused about.
All right,
Is there
anyways.
another fat man?
Yeah, the one in the little coat.
Fat man in a little coat.
All right, so the budget combined for all these movies was $245 million, and the budget just kept going higher and higher. These movies made altogether $1 billion and change box office combined. So these movies
Nice.
are moneymakers.
This is
Rightfully
my
so.
surprised face.
Damn right.
Yeah. So other movies that came out around the same time, we got some great movies here. I just picked a whole different ones from all those months. So there's all the ones that are probably well known. Horns, Ouija, Fury, Book of Life, Dracula Untold, Rocket Man, which I believe is the one on
Elton John.
yes, Elton John.
There you
Aladdin remake, Super Mario Brothers, Dungeons
Wasn't
and
there a
Dragons.
Rocket Man starring
Yes,
that
there was.
weird look?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Sonar from Deep
Yeah,
Periscope,
yeah.
actually. Tetris,
From what?
Deep Periscope?
down Periscope.
Fucking hell, dude.
I don't know what's going
You
on.
were on
man.
a goddamn roll, man.
Yeah, Tetris, which
I hope you're just keeping track of how many spins you have.
I already no. You have to say it 3 times. That was once. Then we also have Shazam 2, Creed 3, The Great Wall, which I've never seen. I think it's got Matt Damon in it.
Matt Damon.
50 Shades Darker, and the Lego Batman movie. So a lot of movies come out around those times.
First time.
So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hand off to Chase while I spin the fucking wheel 3 times. I'm fucked. So
that's 3 chances for you to get
I'll
that
hand it off
cock.
to you. I'm going to be fucking drunk tonight.
All right.
What's the white
It's
one?
a cock.
It's a cock shot.
It's a cock shot.
It's a
cock
dick.
shot.
Okay.
It's a big old glass dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's in the glass?
Oh, that's up to the.
That's to be
pourer.
determined. TBD.
Okay.
Yeah. He had to take a whole shot of Everclear, and that was
No, that was 3 shots of Everclear that was shoved into that motherfucker.
That was
During
a
the
lot.
Sandlot.
it's about this tall. It's Hey,
Okay.
hey, Sandy, can you
That
grab it
dick
behind the bar so you can
fucking
show Stu?
30 seconds.
He hasn't seen it
He's
yet.
getting spent 3 times in a
That
row
dick
right now.
fucked you.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
It's like it's the smallest,
did
most powerful
hard.
dick ever.
All right, let's see.
Where's tiny penis?
Barrel of
That's what I'm getting
punishment.
to. Goddamn.
Barrel of punishment.
Oh, there it is.
Jesus. Everclear. Jesus.
bang.
This is not starting
I
out to be
saw
a good night.
the pictures.
Would
from
you
the
like
party.
to show our fans the dick?
Oh shit! Fuck. I
Daddy
got off
Picks.
the bike.
That would be Chase.
Yes. So Everclear, Barrel Punishment, and Daddy Picks.
What am I drinking, Daddy?
Nope.
Oh my
There you
What's
go.
my punishment, Daddy? Get it fucking right, you slut.
What's my punishment, Daddy?
All right. We're trying the vodka watermelon.
Wait, didn't you? You already had him do that before. Didn't
It was
work.
mixed with something. Somebody
that's
decided
right.
to mix it with something.
That's
and
White chocolate country cream.
So that should be in here.
That should go in there.
All right, since we have the wheel of punishment out, let's go ahead and toss that across the table.
Huh?
Yeah, no, let's go
Over
ahead.
there also?
Yeah.
Stew.
That sucks.
Yeah. They put chunky shit in there, and I couldn't even get it out. So I was like doing this with it.
Oh, I got the whole video. It's fantastic. I'll show you later. But
Yeah.
until then, Stu, grab that fucking wheel.
Okay. For what? I that's fine.
What episode was that, Crystal?
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek. You said my
Shrek
name
is
and
low.
nobody fucking called it. He didn't edit it out. Nothing. You said my fucking name. You got a spicy boner. Say my name.
And another one.
Hey, cockshot!
Hey, give me the Everclear,
And
please.
second,
Great.
Okay.
fuck you for dipping out on the great dictator that I was so excited to have you specifically on. I'm sorry you had some bullshit going on, but fuck you still.
Okay.
Where's my cock? Where's my cock? Did you get
Another cockshot?
You might as well just fill
You need to dig down
Just
tonight.
fill it up.
Okay, I'm telling you, I'm not doing 2 cocks worth of Everclear.
They-
That's fucking not happening.
They just made.
That's fucking not happening.
I'm so glad we just made
That's a
Stu
lot.
airtight.
Yeah.
Dude, those balls hold a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing 2 cocks worth of fucking Everclear. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Right fucking now.
I'm satisfied now.
All right.
All right, where's this tequila watermelon? Because I have to have that as a
Yeah,
shot.
where's
too.
your where's the vodka? Where'd it go?
And we are fucking back with shots galore. So I got
Hello.
3 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my Everclear shot.
No. Ah, you pussy.
No, man.
No, man. Oh,
I got 3 of these to take.
Stop fucking up on words.
All right, so what is Stu taking?
What's in his
So
glass
that lovely
penis?
concoction is rum chata in the bottom and vanilla vodka in the top. So it should not be bad.
No, should be good.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's very full.
They gave me like a pina colada one. Yeah, it keeps going.
If you like penis colada.
That's what this is.
Almost there. Get the balls.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And I need another dick shot.
No,
That was double.
I'll call it even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we only filled it halfway when we do it because it's so much.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll call it even. All right, so
That's why I was like,
I
I'm
just
not doing
took that.
fucking 2 of these.
I took both of
That
these.
fucking
The
happening.
tequila sucks.
No.
That sucks.
all right, cool. Now
What'd
that
you
we're
do? What'd you do?
we've
You
got
tequila?
the business.
I did the tequila and the Everclear.
Business is done. Let's get to the actual drink.
So what are we drinking?
We are drinking Russian Standard Gold from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Chase, is it okay if I take this after so I can?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, because I like to embellish.
Um,
this
I
taste.
have a weird thing about St. Petersburg, a weird story that I just heard.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I will say I poured possibly a little bit more than I intended to, so I'm going to waive our usual rule of having to finish the glass.
Why is it not good?
Oh, I have no idea. I've never had it before.
Okay.
Well,
No, one way or the other.
We have to finish the glass. That's part of the
Yeah,
rules.
but that's quite a bit of vodka in there.
No, it's fine.
We're fine.
I mean,
Okay.
It's not even 2 fingers. All right.
Okay.
There's no excuses here.
Skål.
Cheers, everybody.
Smooth. Yeah, I mean that.
Oh wow,
That's really fucking
good.
nice.
Yeah,
That's not bad vodka.
there's no kick to it whatsoever. It
No.
has a pleasant aftertaste.
Very.
Yeah, but also, I don't know if I might be being influenced by the.
Yeah, we
taste
should have
of the
taken our.
rum
We
shot
probably
and
should have taken our
vodka
shots
already.
after the drink. Actually, when you think
That's
about
okay. You can.
Yeah, I'm going to
revise your answers
Save it
later on.
Save it. Yeah. Because I can't really differ because I had that
No,
watermelon. I still had
I'm
that
a
taste.
vodka guy. Like before I got on this show, vodka was my shit. So I'm very pleased. I'm gonna give this 2 thumbs up.
All right.
Well, as of right now, I will also give it 2 thumbs up. It's smooth. It has a very pleasant. I don't know if I'm being influenced by the cock shot, but it has like a sweet, like a subtle sweetness.
A little
to
bit,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was not 100% expecting from a traditional Russian vodka.
Unflavored vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here. Just to go off what Stu said, I mean, it's 2 thumbs for me. There's no burn at all at the end. It surprised me.
Yeah, it's super smooth.
Very smooth, yes. And 2 thumbs up from here.
I would go ahead and give this 2 thumbs up. It was good. I the only problem is
And
I'm
thank
gonna,
you for serving it chilled, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wait a little bit just to make sure my review's right because I still have that watermelon taste from the tequila. But overall, it's pretty good. It's smooth. It's very easy vodka to drink, and like you said, being chilled is a good idea. But yeah, 2 thumbs up. How about you, Ragnar?
Well, I don't think either of your reviews are going to change at all, honestly.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so at all. It's fucking smooth. It's smooth. Very, very smooth. Fucking delicious. You get a little hint of alcohol, like
Yeah.
rubbing alcohol.
Yes, super
When,
subtle.
when you smell it.
Not the burn though.
But it's just enough to prove
the
to you
smell.
that it's
Just the
vodka.
smell?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
no,
all it
by the
is.
way, you are going to get fucked up, but it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Pass me the bottle.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
I mean, the bottle's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Bottle's fucking
So
cool.
this is actually seen in John Wick 2. Yeah, this actually.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, no, this is a
Boogie Boogie.
Russian Standard Gold is seen on one of the booze trays.
I just imagine a dance scene happening now at John Wick. Fucked it all up for me.
So yeah,
Well, yeah, there was dancing in it, so.
No, I mean like a choreographed. Everybody breaks out and dance.
I was
Flash mob?
I was gonna be doing Blanton's bourbon, but there's no fucking way I can get my hands on that shit. So
No, not in.
here we
unless
are.
you order it.
Yeah, this is only $40.
So is
Really?
Yeah, that's a $40 bottle.
That's a hell of a fucking good price point
Yeah.
for that.
$41 and some odd cents, including delivery, because I had it shipped from outside of Virginia.
nice.
That's very nice.
I mean, you can find Bland's for like $65 online. So
I was trying to find it's a $135 bottle.
Yeah,
was
the
his-
particular one.
His
Yeah.
specific. That is John's bourbon.
Yeah.
But again, they make extremely limited numbers.
But no, this is a
unfortunately.
great pick. I think
what-
for this.
What's the price point?
For this, like $41.
That's not bad.
For
That's
the
not
Baba
bad at all.
Yaga.
Yeah.
This is Baba Yaga.
Yeah. This is what you hear when, well, we'll get into that in just a minute, and we'll have another a surrounding drink just to keep with the theme. But so getting into this movie, I found out some really fucking odd shit.
Really?
Yeah. There were some other casting options. Some really fucking weird casting options. See, when this script was written, they wanted the main character to be 70 to 75 years old and out of retirement for 25 years. So they had originally posited Clint Eastwood and fucking Harrison Ford for this fucking shit.
That would have been weird.
Based on that idea of the character, based on a much older hitman, and not somebody who walked away.
It would have been just another movie.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way you'd have been able to
They wouldn't have been able to they wouldn't have been able to perform like this.
Especially all the action and the jiu-jitsu, right? That he
karate,
does, all the rolling and
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, judo, kali, aikido, jiu-jitsu, and then they made up gun fu for it, which was fantastic.
Don't forget Carfu.
They wouldn't have been able to have gun fu.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to have any of the really
gun fu, like bang 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 fu.
Yeah. They wouldn't have been able to have nearly as well of hand to hand. But I could kind of see Clint Eastwood just wrecking shit with a fucking handgun, just going through and just taking people out.
Yeah, but
I can kind of
but
see
like he said,
it would
though,
change the character completely.
It
It would
would
change the movie.
It wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been the same concept, the same feel, or anything like that with a lot of older actors.
Well, they've already
Like
tried
this,
it with
you know?
they've already tried it with like different because they Mr. Nobody. That was more not a
Which I thought did wonderful.
No, it was good. It was good, but
I
that's
still
what
need to see it. I still haven't seen it.
I'm surprised.
I haven't had a chance, dude.
It's not the same level as John Wick.
But it's also a one-man army kind of movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the same.
Which has actually been like a new fad in Hollywood.
Oh,
because
hell
there's
yeah.
been a lot of movies coming
The
out that
Mother
way.
is one. You
Yeah.
got Mr. Nobody. What fucking was it? Hardcore Henry?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was
a fucking
You
cool
talking about the
movie.
POV
Yeah,
movie?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think
video
it's-
game. The video game movie.
That was pretty dope.
Also, the one that just
speaking
came
of
out,
video games,
the German one.
we're getting a John Wick video game.
Yeah. we already have a John Wick
No.
video
You know
game.
what I just heard? The new Mortal Kombat's going to have John Wick as a character.
Yeah, we've had games with him as a playable character. This is going to be a John Wick
There
video
is
game.
there is a John Wick video game. It's kind of like
Max Payne.
No, God, I forget what the name of it is, but like something hot or whatever. Where you, it's based
Super Hot.
Super Hot. Yeah, it's like Super Hot. There's the John Wick version of that idea of a game where you're linking everything together, and if you fuck up, then boom, you got to go back to the beginning of the level.
This is in the works.
So, so where they have like we're talking about like more like a an open world feel to it or something like that.
Unknown, but it's an officially licensed.
Yeah, I mean that's what they already have a John Wick.
Got it.
That's
I
a
didn't know.
super hot feel.
I
didn't
guarantee
know
it's gonna be like that that zombie game, Dead or
Dead or Alive?
Dead
No.
Rising?
No,
Left 4 Dead?
the one where you can actually do the what's that that type of thing where you're jumping up walls? Yeah, it's a parkour.
Dying Light.
Parkour. No.
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
No,
That's
I don't
it.
see it being like Dying Light.
You don't see it being like that?
I don't see it being like Dying
No.
Light.
All I know is I heard that they actually in Mortal Kombat 1, which they are labeling MK1, the new Mortal Kombat game, John Wick is going to be one of the unlockable characters.
But I do suggest, Chase, that you check out. Like I said, I'll look up the exact name of it, but the John Wick Super Hot,
I'll have
combo.
to check it out. Yeah,
because if
because
you like Super Hot,
I've tried Super Hot on VR,
yeah,
which is fucking
exactly.
dope.
So now imagine it, but with a John Wick feel to it. That's what that game is, and it's like. Ooh,
Like,
when
so-
you get it perfect, you just feel like John Wick.
So I played Boneworks.
Okay.
On,
Yes,
that's
yes.
that's some fucking.
Yes.
That's what's up right there.
Yeah, and if you guys aren't familiar with Super Hot, so it's a game where time doesn't move unless you make an input.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So like
Time does not move unless you are moving.
Yes. So any move you make, then that's when the enemies are moving at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have to make sure any choice you're making is the right choice as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every shot has to be just right.
If you're moving slow, time moves slow.
You're moving fast.
If you stop,
they move fast.
you
You
can
stop
think.
and think. All right, so when you play it
Interesting.
right, then it just flows perfectly.
Yeah.
From start to finish, and you're just like, oh yeah, you just feel like such a badass.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking dope.
Right on.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you guys first saw the trailer for John Wick 1, did you have any inkling that it would be that as good at it as
No,
it turned out to be?
no, because there's been so many other movies like Max Payne, like those type of movies where it's like one single character, shoot 'em up, stuff
Well,
like that.
but plus it was fucking. It has Keanu Reeves.
And Keanu Reeves isn't known to be a good actor.
No,
honestly,
I think he's a very good actor.
honestly,
Actually,
I saw
Can be, but
I saw
there's some
Keanu
roles
Reeves.
he's
It depends on the
horrible.
role.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw
You
Keanu
know?
Reeves in an action movie, and I fucking knew it was going to be gold because he's a fucking machine when it comes to training.
Well, when you think of his early
and
90s.
putting in the work,
Speed and fucking
Speed and
Point
Matrix.
Break. Point Break.
Point Break. He was sure the acting and dialogue. He might not be the best on delivery, but
no, I
choreography.
He didn't have that much dialogue to go with, anyways.
Yeah,
so
he had a lot more dialogue. Well, see, that's the thing. In the movies, it seemed like he had less dialogue throughout the.
He had 388
Words by the time John Wick 4.
Yeah, 388 lines in John Wick 4.
I know. I think it's 388 words.
Words?
Oh,
okay.
words.
Yeah.
Not lines. Words.
That's a lot of lines for him.
They had more words to begin with in the script, and Keanu was like, "Nope,
yeah,
nope."
Honestly, though, it fits.
It just doesn't fit him.
They broke it down. He was getting paid so much money per word.
But this is the thing.
It was ridiculous.
This is how I feel about
like $552,000. Right?
Yeah, it's like insane. I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, I feel like Keanu Reeves, like, remember I told you, I think I've talked to this about many other episodes where a actor is meant for that role, like that role is theirs. Like you can't see anybody, like Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, Neo from Matrix. I mean, seriously, Keanu Reeves. I don't know if you can see any other actor, but you can't see any other actor playing John Wick.
When he aces a part, it makes it impossible for anybody else to take it over.
Constantine. All right.
Yeah.
My God.
Even though he was
and number 2 coming out.
Yeah.
He played it differently.
So it's been put on a back burner.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's because of the strike, the writer's strike.
Yeah, because the writer's
There's a lot
strike.
of movies that you
They're
put in the
trying
back
to make
burner.
it
Play
work.
it different in the comics.
Yeah,
he absolutely played it different in the comics. So I was very upset at first when I heard Keanu and Constantine.
But he wants to do it justice.
Yeah, and
like
I appreciated what he did.
Yeah, when you have an actor that wants to do a pre-existing universe, they want to do it right. That means the world to me.
Ryan Reynolds.
Like Ryan Reynolds, when you have Henry Cavill with The Witcher, these fucking nerds. Like, listen, I fucking love you, nerd actors. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Henry Cavill, formerly of Witcher.
But the thing about Keanu Reeves is that he really wasn't a bit like would you put him in like the B range? But now after the John Wick movies, he's gone up to A.
So he's A-list.
No, I think
he's A-list
I think
now.
after Matrix is when he jumped to A-list.
Yeah. Really? Because a lot
Matrix
of people-
was A-list.
No,
Matrix was a fucking milestone.
That's when he started banking, and he
Big
got
bucks.
big money, for any role he took on. After Matrix,
And he's an amazing, nice guy. I mean, he's like a very humble dude.
He's
he
a
seems
golden
so depressed
man.
to me, though. He
Does
seems
he?
so sad.
Well,
to
yeah,
me all the
he
time.
lost his daughter and his.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. He's had a horribly tough life. But I mean, even that one meme that floats around of him just looking so sad on that park bench
With the-
it's like, you motherfucker, god damn it, why you give me feels?
Well, he sits in the fucking the metro and everything else like everybody else. I mean,
he's a normal guy.
I know, and he's a nice guy actually.
And he donates
Just
a
a
lot of
dude.
fucking money.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
he does.
most of his money.
Yeah.
He just lives in a regular ass house like some of us do. Fucking I think I'm very, very thankful that they went this direction with casting him. And I think honestly casting him is what allowed this movie to take on the personality that it took on, which made it such a success.
And I think that's probably why the director chose to go with Keanu.
Well, he worked with him in all the other movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well,
knowing his work
Stahelski,
ethic.
from knowing what he was like on The Matrix, knew he would put in the work.
Exactly, and that made the film just leap off the fucking page in an amazing way that you can't write that down. You can't. It's something that has to be done to appreciate it.
But the funny thing about it is that the universe in John Wick from the first movie seemed a little bit smaller, and it just got bigger and bigger
this is an ever
to the point where it's like a whole
organic.
universe. Yeah,
It's very organically expanding.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm excited about the expanded universe. Of John Wick.
what is it? No, it's the HBO series that's going to be based on the hotel.
No, it's on Peacock.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be on HBO.
No,
so it's on Peacock. It's called The Continental, and Mel
Set back
Gibson
in
is
the
going to
70s.
be. Yeah, Mel Gibson is going to be the owner of the chain.
Yeah.
The whole chain.
Yeah, he's going to be
all of the Continental,
the hotel chain owner.
Wait a minute,
is
Ian McShane's character?
No,
who?
He's the manager.
So who's going to be the owner of all the?
To my knowledge, the owner of Continental.
I didn't know that. I thought the Continental.
At least the way I read the article, it seems like Mel Gibson will be playing the owner of.
I didn't know.
The owner is the table.
Yes, the high table owns the Continental, but he's just the manager of the New York Continental.
You never see the high table though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you see
Well,
members.
you see members of them. Yeah, and you don't see a giant fucking table with people sitting around. No, you see
that
representatives of
members.
members.
You see the
Right? You got a table just floating in the sky, like rockets holding it. Right,
exactly.
No, I wasn't expecting a table, but I was expecting like all of them together in like a group or meetings or something like that.
There shouldn't be. Just like
Let's be real. Like if you run an entire organization of assassins that you might piss off, do you really want to be all in one room together?
I know, right?
I forgot. We just got Ubered some McDonald's over here, and
I got the little drink.
Chase, who got a large drink, which is what my traditional idea of fucking McDonald's drinks are, and then I totally forget that like medium drinks even exist now. And Ragnar's got this little tiny fucking drink. It's like a fucking kitty size in comparison. We are fat as goddamn Americans.
Well, no, that's my bad because like the conversation was he just wanted the two burgers.
Okay.
So my B.
Okay, it's all right.
No, but you got to admit the
Thank you, girls.
Thank you, Sammy.
He's gonna need it.
Thank you,
Spicy Boner.
Yeah, you're all staring at me. Fuck you.
Did you hear me argue about a spicy boner that I don't even remember happening? No, I did not. I just
because you haven't been here in over a fucking month.
Okay.
It was Crystal's. I didn't do it. Flying. Thank her. I listened to your show. Sorry.
I'm fine with it. I have no anger about
Is
it.
it the penis?
You get a cock shot? You get a cock shot?
No.
Look me in the eyes when you say it.
Cock blocked by BAC.
Oh, okay.
Guess what? It can still go in the penis.
It can still be a cock shot. Yeah, I think I might have to start ordering some to have for my home vodka. Because I am so pleasantly surprised by the smoothness
of this.
Yeah.
That's smooth as soap.
And this you're talking to a person who, so from my sophomore year through senior year in high school, every day I'd start off my school day with about 18 ounces of vodka to 2 ounces of Coke. And, I'd be drinking that throughout the day. Right? And my parents would always ask me, "What's going on with the vodka?"
It really tastes like water these days.
Exactly.
Fucking assholes.
No, but so I do appreciate the quality of this.
Yes. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and actually take our break real quick.
What's up, you guys? This is Tiffany, your host of Crime Over Cocktails. Crime Over Cocktails is your new aged true crime podcast where I talk with real survivors of a variety of different crimes and situations. The one thing that they all have in common is trauma. Come check out their stories. Almost no episode is alike. Not only do they share their stories, but they let you know how they overcame their trauma. You gotta feel if you want to heal. So come find me on your favorite podcast platform, Crime Over Cocktails. All right, you guys, we'll talk crime another time.
We are back in Snow.
Why is
What
the
is my
mic
punishment
pointing
shot?
to your titties?
Because it can't go any higher, and it rests there. That's how it's supposed to be, right? That's what I thought. It's motorboating me.
So what is my punishment shot, Snow?
Make sure you tip it all the way back. It is a little bit of triple sec and pomegranate Ciroc with a tasty treat.
That actually sounds
a tasty
like could be
treat.
good.
Horse cum.
Oh, God.
Tip it all the way back.
Take it all the way back.
Looks like there's little bugs in there. What the fuck is that?
Take it all the way
That's
to
your
your
tasty
throat.
treat.
Take it to your throat.
Okay.
Take it to the head.
Choke on
Take
it.
it to the head. Take it to the head.
I heard the crunch. Is it ants?
That's protein.
No, that's pomegranate seeds right there.
The look in your face is like, I don't understand this.
Oh my God, he's crying.
What the fuck is that?
Pomegranate seeds.
They're like tart. They're good.
That's pomegranate.
Just told you.
They've been soaking for like 20 minutes while you took your break.
That was good. It went bad.
That look at your face.
Your face did not say it was good.
Because it was weird when I was drinking it and then getting those little things. It was weird.
This is the kid
It
that
was weird
basically
going down
chokes
your throat.
themselves to death,
Yeah.
Now
eating,
you know how your wife
eating a
feels.
warhead, and he goes, "Oh, I like it."
By the way, I heard this on the video
Oh God!
while we were off air. We are back live, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are on.
While you were taking this, you did say it's like sucking your own dick. Ron?
You know what this looks like, Ron?
Ron.
A great personality.
This is what like sucking your own dick is.
You just sucked it.
I feel very sorry for your wife. All right? I really do. I mean, you are part of the 3-inch gang. All right?
I'm bigger than that.
But per your own words, you're not. All right? You said it's like sucking your own
That's not
dick.
what I meant.
But that's what you said.
It's a figure of speech.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure that is not a common saying. That is not a common saying at all.
Ragnar, have you ever said those words?
No.
All right. Have you ever said those words, Goop?
Fuck no.
All right. Chase, have you ever said those words?
No.
All right. It is not a figure of fucking speech.
I don't. You kind of hesitated on that one though.
I was trying to really recollect here because.
No, and I appreciate it. I do. I absolutely appreciate making sure he's honest.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ron.
No. We're not getting into dick talk. That's not my dick.
Okay. Anyway,
According to you, it is.
No.
so we're talking about John Dick today. Wait, I mean, sorry.
John Dick?
Yeah. John Dick
I'm
1.
sure there's a portal called John Dick.
I am trying
Google.
the extra shot.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
bonus
So
shot.
I brought on Paul Masson apple brandy, which is one of my favorites. It's like $13. It's fucking delicious. Not really part of the show, but
It
just like
smells
hey,
amazing.
enjoy. Yeah.
And I believe
Help yourselves.
Goot is also getting ready to pour himself a finger or two.
Damn, he's won a lot.
Okay, good for you.
Honestly,
Big ball.
enjoy it.
Well,
Prost.
he's not driving home, so he's good. Not bad.
That is
That's
very
fucking
nice.
good, isn't it?
That is very yes. It feels like Hangover Central, 100%. Like I want to wake up in the
it's
morning
syrup.
with
It's alcoholic syrup.
It is. It's
Great.
like apple flavored simple syrup.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right.
All right. But it's like Granny Smith apple.
100%.
Okay.
Highly
right.
recommend. That's Jolly Rancher in a
so
glass.
yes, so it's a little bit tart.
Just a little bit.
yeah.
Just a
I
little
might have to
bit.
try that later.
It's not.
Go ahead.
It's not like Red Delicious. It's definitely Granny Smith.
Okay.
But no, that is bad because I'm. Yeah, I would kill that bottle at night.
Like I said,
and
it's
just feel like
$13
shit in the
dude.
morning.
Like that's what's up.
It's only $13.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that bottle is deceivingly looking good for how cheap apparently it is.
I got a mini of Paul Masson pineapple and peach are in the barrel of punishment.
Very nice.
As well.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Chase.
Of course.
All right, let's get into the movie.
So yeah, John Wick 1 hit the fucking silver screen and quite honestly blew up because like we were talking before, Keanu puts in the fucking work. But
I did not see that John Wick 1 in theaters. I did not.
Really?
Yeah. It's something that completely blew right past me.
Oh, that's
And
an experience
until
missed.
everybody fucking, started talking about it afterwards and it came out to home viewing. And I fell in love. I fell in love when I saw it.
See, the thing is, that's what when this came out, it didn't make as much money, but then it became a hit on digital and everything else.
Yes.
And then people were just like, oh, wow, this is actually pretty good. Then the budget just got higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, we were talking about
because I think the budget for
seeing this, I personally felt that all right, he's Neo again. Okay, all right, he's fucking Neo again. All right, just cashing in on a previous character. And then I heard how great he fucking did, and I saw it at home. I'm like, holy shit!
But no, what I'm shocked is how much the universe has expanded through each movie because you wouldn't know.
Amazingly so.
Well, the whole thing is, they took this equation of Keanu Reeves being an already experienced martial artist, giving him more training,
the boogeyman,
and putting a gun in his hand, and it fucking worked.
Yeah,
because not only did they just make it really good gunplay, they made not just cinematic gunplay, but relatively realistic gunplay.
It was a different type of action too, because it's not the type of action you're used to seeing where everything's all like dramatic. This one's actually realistic.
They
stuff.
went from Die Hard, where nobody reloads a gun for 30 minutes and just
which is amazing.
You know, but fucking, I want one of those mags. All right,
Yes.
I want one of those.
I want
amazing.
the infinity gun.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
That, was it the M240 Bravo with the belt feed that goes in the backpack? Fuck reloading.
The thing I got to say about is the whole timing and everything, like the John Wick 2 when he's loading the old revolver from in the.
We are gonna get to that.
Yeah.
I have a pretty cool little.
For one bullet.
I know, but it was just like he had it like in his mind perfectly. Like when the guy was going up the stairs and everything else, shot him and then throw that gun down. He did all that just for that one shot.
That's actually specifically a throwback to the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
When Tuco is putting together like a mixed match gun that he just kind of built together, and he's sitting there listening to the. That was absolutely homage to that.
Keanu Reeves really trained really well for these roles because
Yes, he did.
I don't think
he put in the work.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had a complaint of how he did everything, how he held the weapons, how he was looking at, it, how he was aiming. Everything he did was legit.
He went through a little bit of training in John Wick 1, and you know they went from the standard action movie equation to upgrading that to a more realistic. Like here in John Wick 1, we see probably one of the first movies that I've seen where they really put they put into effect what we call boarding house rules.
Yeah.
In defensive tactics training, we talk about boarding house rules. Everybody, you have a multi-target situation, everybody gets one first.
Yes.
Each person gets a bang, 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 and then you see who needs a second.
Yep.
That is how he operates throughout this entire movie.
And that scene that where they're attacking the house, and you're realizing just how
You're talking about
bad-
the first movie,
yes,
right? Yeah.
how bad of a motherfucker this man is.
Right.
All right, and it's a slap in your face of just like, God damn it.
Right, and so,
but how professional he played everything so calmly throughout the entire fucking scene, counting shots, just grabbing available fucking arms.
Let's
and ammunition.
rewind to that scene in your minds, and there's a particular part where he's on one side of the wall and there's a guy on the other side, and he suddenly just drops down and fires up through the wall. If you slow that down frame by frame, he does not move until a sound comes from the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
It's not just because he's Sixth Sense Spider-Man.
Nope.
He listens for that motherfucker.
Yes.
He knows he's there and reacts immediately. And that's a fantastic way to deal with that situation, actually. I was very impressed. But another thing is, you can tell he was going against a much lower caliber of
Very much so.
assassin because they all... Again, in defensive tactics training, and especially in CQB, you have a light on your gun, you're using that momentary.
Yeah.
On, don't need it. On, don't need it. These guys, if you watch that, they had
It's
their
always
lights on the
on.
entire time.
Yes.
So he got spotlights around his house just helping him out, man.
Exactly.
It was fantastic
Yeah.
that they completely underestimated him.
Well,
Now,
if
the
you
thing-
notice, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, the beautiful part is, having a stunt coordinator direct a movie.
Yes.
And just pay attention to the small little things.
It was gorgeous.
fucking beautiful.
No, I think the stunt work was actually like perfectly legit on how they did it, and also the fact is Keanu's age, the way that he is,
Yeah.
and he's dedicated for these roles because, first of all, in part 4, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead to part
Go
4
ahead.
with him like rolling down the stairs. Is that him actually doing it?
Yes.
I love that
Yes,
scene.
that was
I
him.
love
How
that
much
scene so
bruises that would just cause, just hitting all that cement going down the stairs and everything else. He puts his body through the
Yeah.
test for these
Yes.
movies, but he's dedicated.
You got to remember, though, just like you said, they're directed by stunt people.
Yeah. There's a
Right?
particular
There's
way
a way
to fall
that you
downstairs.
do it.
There is.
to where
It's not
you
going
don't
to
get
not hurt,
Yeah.
but
No,
it's going to
you're
hurt
still
a
getting
lot
hurt.
less.
You're still
He
getting
is going
bruises.
to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He is
you're
going to know
falling a
how to
certain
fall.
way
Yeah.
He's going to know how to roll.
to not break any bones.
Based
he-
on his fight
That's
training,
just
he's
like-
Did he
going
do
to
all
know
of
how
his
to do this.
stunts?
90% of them.
90%?
So almost everything out there. But
In the first, in the
in
first
the
movie,
first one, everything.
he did everything. The stunts, the driving, everything.
Yeah,
He did
that's
himself.
because they were only in first gear on the first one.
Yeah.
And
They
then
were.
they just
Yeah.
started, they were like, okay, so we can make this shit work, right?
Uh-huh.
Bet. Let's turn it up. But in this first movie, what sets this movie apart, the saga apart, is that every other movie out there, like, for instance, what Avengers Endgame, they're talking about Thanos. You have, was it Bruce Banner? explains why Thanos is such a huge threat.
Right.
You always have this person who comes up and explains to you why this villain is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Here we have a terrifying
Anti-hero?
He's not a hero.
No, protagonist. A terrifying protagonist. And that is explained to you. First, they set up why you should love him. And they fucking feed it to you. They give how much he loved his wife and how she was just taken from him by cancer. And then how much he loved his dog.
Okay.
And you fall in love with the dog, and then you watch his dog get killed.
Okay, but I'm going to say this flat out. That scene is hard.
Yeah.
That scene is fucking. What's the hardest part of that scene?
That's the whole point. Is because they don't let anybody fall through that. Some people just don't give a fuck about people. Okay, fine. If you don't give a fuck about people, you're gonna like a dog. And people who don't give a fuck about dogs, they're gonna be heartbroken that somebody lost a person. So we're gonna give you both of them, and then we're gonna give you a guy that's just really broken up.
It's emotional content. It gets the audience
And man,
involved.
I know.
that
What really threw it in that movie, what really made it even worse, is that he killed the puppy. He killed the puppy or hurt the puppy really hard. And then you just see in the morning, you see that the puppy walked himself over to John Wick, and you see the blood trail.
That got me.
That hit me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. Everybody cares for a dog more than a fucking human dying. I'm sorry. That's kind of known in Hollywood. And that scene was fucking hard. I mean, I remember Sammy and I were she's already crying.
It looks like our puppy.
Yeah. Oh, I should get your dog to pose for the photo.
Dead with blood fucking right.
God damn.
He'll be happy about it. But no, they set this up and you fall in love with this man. And then you get this intro. He struck my son.
Aurelio speaking.
John looked
I
at
heard
him.
you struck my son.
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah, may I ask why?
Yeah, well,
He's a prick.
because he stole John Wick's car, sir, and killed his dog.
Oh.
Just the O.
Yeah.
What you did, son, it angers me so. It's who you did it to.
Who? The fucking nobody?
That fucking nobody is John Wick.
Bravo, motherfucking yaga.
Oh. He once was an associate of ours. We called him Baba Yaga.
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman?
Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah,
John is a man of focus, commitment, sheer will. Something you know very little about. I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. With a fucking pencil.
The fucking Greyjoy.
Fuck that little
The
bitch.
Mafia joy in
One
this.
day, he asked to leave. It's over a woman, of course. So I made a deal with him. I gave him an impossible task. A job no one could have pulled off. The bodies he buried that day laid the foundation of what we are now. And then my son, a few days after his wife died, you steal his car and kill his fucking dog.
Father, I can make this right.
Oh, you fucking can.
How do you plan that? By finishing what I started. What the? I didn't hear a fucking word I said. Papa, я все исправлю, пожалуйста.
Yusuf, mój syn. John will come for you. You will do nothing because you can do nothing. So get the fuck out of my sight.
That should have been the fucking trailer.
Hell yeah.
Just
Honestly,
that scene.
yeah.
Just
It totally
that-
could have been.
Nothing else added to it. Right
But
there.
you can hear the heartbreak
Yeah.
in Vigo's.
Exactly.
In
You
Vigo's,
hear everything about it. Know
like
exactly
you
what
want
you're
to be
going
so fucking angry with your child, but
Well,
there-
you hear how
Yeah.
he is that
You
your
can't
son
teach them
is
anything
dead.
else.
No, but the scene
you hear how
when he's
pissed off he is, though.
Yeah,
But
he's angry, but
because
he's
he doesn't
heartbroken.
get it.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
kid
yeah.
does not understand
And
what
knowing
he just fucking
your
did.
son is dead.
Yes.
Because you're talking to a ghost. Right?
Yeah. There are terminal illnesses, and then there are terminal mistakes.
Well, it kind of reminds
exactly.
me back. It reminds me of the scene in the when he's strapped to the chair, inside the fucking factory, whatever the fuck it is, and everything else. And you're gonna tell him that you killed what my wife gave me. That's the one thing that reminded me of my wife.
Yeah, I got that.
It was his
too.
grieving.
Oh, that's one of the clips. Yeah, but no, it really shows. And dude, these movies are amazing. I'm not gonna lie; these are fucking great on how Keanu Reeves did the role. And believe it or not, his acting in this, like I said, that scene where he's strapped to the chair, he's really showing his heart in that scene. Like, because
No doubt.
Keanu Reeves is known not being a good actor on a lot of things, like Knock Knock and some other roles and stuff like that.
I couldn't make it through that movie. I really couldn't. It was too
Knock Knock. It was
it was
that was his
too-
worst acting he's ever done.
Yeah?
It's bad.
Not even Dracula.
It's close to it. About the
Yeah?
same.
Okay.
It's about the same. Well, you also
Well,
gotta think
it's funny you bring
dangerous
up-
liaisons.
Dangerous liaisons.
Liaisons.
Jesus.
Liaisons.
What are you, fucking hierarchy British?
I can't say this shit. Come on, words are hard. Come
You
on.
fucking aristocrat?
The red circle scene in the club.
Yeah.
Before you start, I just
go.
wanted to say it's a shame we can't see that impossible task. We could never ever see
I was
that
thinking
scene.
that.
I
Yeah, like,
think
we'll
maybe
never
we'll get
know.
to see that in the Continental. I think it's
I don't know.
possible.
No.
Is
No,
it- wait,
not
wait,
when
wait,
it's
okay.
not when the Continental is set.
Is the Continental supposed to take place before John Wick
It's
dies?
a prequel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
it's supposed to be set how Winston is becoming manager. All right. in the
okay.
Let me.
70s.
You know what?
The Continental set in the 70s.
I'm going to interrupt and say this. I love Ian McShane.
Yeah,
Ian
he's fantastic.
One of my favorite roles of his is Al Swearingen from Deadwood.
The cat that got to play fucking Winston's character
I've
in the
seen-
Continental, that motherfucker looks like a young Ian McShane. Like
Really?
so
In,
fucking much.
So it's
And
going
what
way
I've
back.
seen yeah, it's in the 1970s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right, and you got fucking hobo with shotgun type feel to it and shit like that.
Is he even going to have the what was the dude that passed away?
Lance Reddick?
Yeah, Lance Reddick. Is he going to have?
R.I.P. my motherfucker.
No, seriously, no. I agree with you. Now, are they going to have a younger version of him too?
I don't know
Because
I
they were friends in the whole.
I do not know.
I hope they do.
All right, I kind of hope they don't.
Do you like Lance Reddick in this movie though?
I love him.
He was amazing in
Lance
this.
Reddick as Sharon. I
Favorite part, fucking John Wick 3 when he's just coming in all sweated up and after with a shotgun and starting to change the
he's
weapons.
just like being professional, but also like, bitch. All right, and just like fucking ready to continue on with his job. All right, no, he. I know we're gonna talk about favorite characters later.
Mm-hmm.
He, besides of course John.
Do you know why he's named Sharon?
Yeah, he is this whole fucking
It's
series.
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I didn't think of
This
that.
is all
It
the
is.
Divine Comedy.
Yes,
Really?
It is Greek mythology.
The Continental
movie.
New York is the vestibule. Sharon is the ferryman bringing
Yes.
you to the underworld.
Yes.
Winston plays the part of Virgil, the poet that guides Dante through the circles of hell.
I can see that.
The first club that he goes to, the Red Circle, is the first circle of hell.
Yep.
Wow.
even all the way to
climbing
John
the,
Wick
200,
4.
the 222
Yes.
steps.
And getting knocked the fuck down
Yeah.
and having to reclimb them again. All right. Yeah. No, it is a beautifully visually retelling of Greek mythology / Dante's Inferno, which is based on Greek mythology.
Yeah.
All the way from beginning
Heavily
to end.
utilizing heavily utilizing the
even the fucking coins.
Orthodox Catholic Church.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
even
what
the
I was looking
coins
for.
to pay the ferryman.
Yep.
On your travel across the river.
You like
Thames.
those, huh?
Yeah, I do.
They're very
so
cool, man.
much. I do so much. Oh.
It's like the official BAF RMO, you know?
Yes. But I do want to talk how fucked the goddamn monetary system is in this fucking
It's
series.
not about value. It's a favor for a thing.
Okay.
It's a favor for a thing.
He pays the same favor value for
Not a value.
for a drink.
Yeah.
To the barman, to the valet, Sharon.
I have one
All
coin.
right, to
One coin will give
cleaning
me
up-
one favor.
To cleaning
one
up
suit,
the fucking
one-
goddamn bodies. All right. If he stops for gas, is he paying that same coin for a pack of gum? All right, come on now. All right.
Well, with the amount of
There's
hits,
different value.
No. With the amount of hits that he's done, he's probably got plenty. I mean, you remember that he lost all
I'm
the ones in the house, but he also
even
had
if
some
you're
in a
saying,
fucking book in a library.
But
even if it's
also-
a representative of a favor.
But
I'm sorry,
also-
as Mr. Bartender, thank you for pouring me this fucking whiskey. I owe you a favor. All right, for pouring me this fucking whiskey.
Well, at least it's
all right,
not-
fuck you. No, I'm sorry. You do your goddamn job.
So
I
in this,
am not going to assassinate an entire fucking crime family for you pouring me fucking 2 fingers of whiskey.
So-
Fuck you.
It better be the best goddamn whiskey in the world,
You
though.
wouldn't give the fucking bartender a marker?
No.
So
I
here's
will
the
give
deal.
him $20 and say thank you very much. All right?
Everything to deal with services rendered by a tied organization to the high table, be it the Continental, the high table, or individual assassins, can be paid for with a coin. If you are operating in any other part of the world that is not in affiliation with the Assassins Guild, you're using regular money. That's why they have bounties of some odd hundreds of thousands
so
of dollars.
if I order
US
fucking
dollars.
2 fingers of Bartons, all right? If I order 2 fingers of Bartons, all right, then I give you a gold coin. I order another 2 fingers of Bartons afterwards. I owe another fucking favor for 2 fingers of fucking whiskey.
But
all right, which is the same thing as clearing my fucking bodies out of my goddamn house. No, all right, fuck that. Fuck that. That is a different ethic, a work amount. All right, it does not translate to value.
No, but,
all right.
But he did give more than just one coin.
Yeah,
He had 87 bodies in his fucking house.
No, it's-
at that point.
It was 12.
That's a body.
He
That's
needed
a
a
body
little
of
more.
coin.
He needed a
gave
little bit
12
more.
coins.
than
No,
that.
but he had coins hid all over the fucking world. I mean, he had them.
But even what he had buried, he had what, maybe 220 stacks?
No.
Yeah, but he also had some in the
no.
fucking library. He had some in the.
But what he had buried
He had like over
concrete.
120.
All right. Even 120. I'm sorry. 120. So that is how many shots are in a standard bottle? You got what? 30 shots in the standard bottle.
All right, moving on.
All right.
So it was really
so
cool.
he had
That entire
4 bottles,
scene in the Red
he had
Circle.
4 bottles of whiskey. That's it. That's all his life's work and buried, as his emergency stash. 4 bottles of whiskey. That's his emergency stash. All right. It does not seem like a proper value estimation.
Stu, I missed you.
Goddamn.
So that entire scene of the Red Circle, that first nightclub he goes in and fucks shit up, where we get, also a bit of a slight view of what the old John Wick used to operate like when he jams that fucking dagger up the guy's throat and just watches the life drain out of him. Yeah, that entire scene was shot. He had 104-degree fucking fever.
Oh, no shit.
Ooh, what the fuck
Yeah,
did he have?
dude.
The flu or
I
something?
have no idea, but that bitch needed to be in the goddamn hospital, not filming.
Wow.
I guess with us covering John Wick 1, it's time to do a deep dive into what makes John Wick really fucking John Wick.
Okay.
So after John Wick 1 went through and had so much success, they had a bump in budget, slight bump in budget. At which point they took on Terran Tactical.
Yeah.
Terran Butler of Terran Tactical, an Olympic level 3 gun shooter, who is a rather portly man, kind of a shitty human being.
He is.
But skilled as a motherfucker.
Oh, yes, he is.
This man slings lead like the best of them because he is the best of them. Him and Jerry Michalak are pretty much
Yeah.
with a team of gorgeous ladies, which is part of why he's kind of a shitty human being, but we won't get into that. Yeah, I've got some of those videos, not like because of that, but because they were released by the ladies saying this is the shit we put up with. Anyway, if you want to...
He is absolutely a piece of shit. 100%. As a human being, he's a piece of shit. But he is a skilled motherfucker.
Yeah, so they went from John Wick 1, John Wick wielding a HK P30L, which was basically just a mildly customized Heckler Koch. And the Salient Arms G17 Tier 1 customization that was wielded by Vio, Yosef, and Kirill, who was the head of security for the Russian mafia. And those were the only custom guns. Yep. And then we turn over to John Wick fucking 2, where they are now loaded out with Terran Tactical Innovations Combat Master G34, Terran Tactical Combat Master Glock 26, the Combat Carry Edition, the Ultralight TR1, which was the AR frame. These are basically your Glocks, the G34 and G26, that have just been completely gutted.
Yeah.
Everything that matters with friction is polished to a mirror finish. You go from an 8-pound trigger to a sneeze and it goes off, 2-pound trigger. These are the bougie of gorgeous performance.
And it fits. It fits the storyline.
Yes. It really, really fucking does.
Minus the bougie part, it fits him very well.
I mean, sorry, it's actually not bougie because bougie I would consider a gold AK.
Yes.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
These are performance.
But hold on.
Huh?
A gold AK looks fucking amazing.
It does.
All right. It looks fucking amazing.
The ones that are like embossed with a bunch of filigree. Yep. Those are cool.
No, even without the filigree, the wood finish with the gold fucking.
Sorry,
the
that concept
fucking
and
goddamn like
the concept.
All right, yeah, I want to do that.
And the mood behind a golden AK.
Yes,
I'm not here for it.
No, it's just there to fucking look at.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Exactly. Either way, it's an AK to begin
gold
with.
Tommy gun.
So it's more looks than power.
Yeah, it's
a gold
it's all
Tommy
looks.
gun. Yeah, a gold Tommy gun. You don't think that is fucking pimp? All right, with the fucking goddamn drum mag, the gold Tommy gun with the drum mag. You don't think that looks fucking amazing?
You have to make sure it comes out of the fucking guitar case, though.
Yes,
right. That's the only fucking way.
It's
the only way it works.
That
I'll agree with
pimp.
that.
That motherfucker pimp.
It is. It is. Yes.
And you better have one flowy fucking shirt.
Yeah. Yes.
By the way, I did add that to your list.
And that's the only time that a flowy
Desperado.
fucking shirt looks heterosexual. Is when you're carrying
Goddamn right.
a fucking gold Tommy.
You actually commented. You commented about Desperado in the last episode.
It's
So
fucking incredible.
that's on your 2024
You have to
list.
be. You got to remember. You have to be careful of what you say around him. Of what movies you think that you like.
Oh no, I claimed it.
You know,
He claimed it in an episode.
Oh, I know.
I full on
But
claimed
you
it.
have to be careful around him because you say you like a movie, he's going to automatically fucking add it to the list, and you have no idea that it's there until like a week or two before it's due.
Like Stargate the movie.
Hey, that was a great movie.
Who claims
That was a
Stargate?
great movie. That was a great fucking movie.
Who claimed that one?
I don't. If somebody claimed it, cool. If somebody hasn't claimed it, I will gladly go Stargate.
I'll put that on your
All
list.
right, that was a great fucking
we wanna
movie.
do Stargate
There's another one to add to your list.
Not for this year because this year is
2024.
stupid fun.
No, I'm already setting up 2024.
So, all right, John Wick 2. When it opens the movie, what's playing on that building?
Porn.
Yes.
Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're a big fan of his films.
I'm doing it.
I know.
I don't remember the scene right there. I don't remember that projection.
Well, it's a Buster Keaton film. that is about it's a motorcycle crash. It's a Buster Keaton action film. That's playing on the side of this building, and like it's been given
1920s, 1930s Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why I missed that scene.
And it's being given audio by what's actually happening in the film you're watching.
Somehow I missed
It's
that.
fantastic.
It's really fucking cool how
a
they
really
did that.
great homage to like some of the original action films out there.
Yeah, I love how each movie gives an homage back to the past. Like the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, the Warriors, like all the different stuff that gives them homage. It was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done.
So, in reference to having homages, we're gonna play Bourbon.
Good evening, Mr. Wick.
Good evening.
How may I be of service?
Is the doctor in?
Yes, sir. 24/7.
Send him up, please.
Yes, sir.
How good's your laundry?
Not that good.
I'm sorry to say that no one's that good.
No, I thought not.
May I suggest a drink, sir? Bourbon, perhaps.
That sounds perfect.
In homage to the Orthodox Catholic Church that we see so much, we have 3 Crosses, Virginia whiskey. The fuck? Oh, the flavor of jelly bean. Cool, got it.
I'm sorry, I'm so paranoid about what's in this fucking jar now.
3 Crosses American whiskey, and I will go ahead and I guess rinse everybody's drink out if you'd like, unless you want to throw back.
It's vodka that was
brandy.
based in here, so I don't think we need to.
I think it's fine. Mine's is empty, so mine's ready to go.
Okay.
We're men here. We don't have to wash our glasses.
Men in tight tights.
Tights.
What'd you give me the figure for?
We're men.
We're men.
Tights who like men.
That's a different movie.
Navy.
In the Navy.
That's a great song.
Oh wow, that smells good. That smells really good.
Now, Ron, Ragnar, you may remember this whiskey. Token brought it to the last poker game that we had at my place.
That was good.
I did not recall that.
It wasn't bad.
Decent.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he brought it to. Yeah, he brought that one.
This has won multiple awards. I tried to get the 3 Crosses Loyal Hound, which is a dark rye.
Which I would probably enjoy more.
Yeah, which by the way,
either way,
which is a known thing for our legacy episodes. We are in our legacy episodes. Our tradition now is to always have 2 drinks for our legacy episodes. At least 2 drinks.
I was considering having one for each fucking movie. I was really considering, but I'm also
you could
broke.
have.
So.
Yeah,
dollar bill, yo.
Right? It's not happening. Sorry. But yeah, so this has won multiple awards, one of which being the best whiskey in Virginia.
Gross.
Skål.
Cheers.
That's in Powhatan, Virginia.
Powhatan.
I like the
Powhatan?
way, just like Catharpin has about 18 fucking different pronunciations.
Are you from Quebec, Quebec, or Quebec?
Exactly.
That's good.
It has a great smell to it.
Man ass.
Man asses.
Fuck, that is good.
Bet you drive through there and see a bunch of donkeys.
Man asses.
I do remember having this at the poker game.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, fine. Fuck you.
It's very good.
No.
Were you there?
He was.
Physically.
On and off.
Was that late?
On and off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I remember now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Was other people there?
Later.
Yes.
Was it that one? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
On and off.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'll. If you want to mind me starting.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and give.
I gotta
this
recalibrate.
2 thumbs. It does. It's a young whiskey. It is. It hasn't had the time to imbue a lot of the subtle flavors that a little bit more mature whiskeys has.
No, but it's smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What it does have, you can taste all the notes in there, and I would be excited to continue to see what 3 Crosses does. There are other lineups that they have.
How much is the bottle?
Based on what this is.
Oh, this is about 40 for a bottle?
Yeah.
And this proves again.
2 thumbs up. Ragnar, how about you?
Well, this just proves again that fucking
Price don't matter.
Price don't
price
matter.
doesn't matter.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
We got a $40 Russian standard vodka. That's fucking great.
Yes.
And this is pretty damn baller.
I give this another 2
Bet.
for this one here. Same reasons Stu said. You know, it's young, you can taste it, but it's fucking smooth. It really is. And the good thing is when you get like a lot of the ones that we get, if it's young, you know, it hasn't been aged in barrels for very long. You get that bite in it. You know, this one here.
You don't really have that.
It's not. You
Not
know.
that I'm not a fan of the bite.
Oh no, the bite is good for some.
Yes.
For some, it's good.
Some
for
of them,
others,
it can be
it's just-
obtrusive.
Exactly.
It's just way over the fucking
Yeah,
top.
it can be a bit coarse, if you will.
Yeah.
I think it's not that strong, but it's like I said, it's got a really
This
good
is-
taste to it. It's
this
good
is a
smell to
damn
it.
good.
I think this would be
And
a
this is the
fun
same
one to
proof
experiment
as
with the
what-
smoking.
Yeah.
This is the same proof as
I was
what
just
a lot of
thinking.
your other whiskeys are. So you say not that strong, but it's the same proof. So it doesn't
Yeah.
get you fucked up.
Yeah.
It is absolutely still getting you fucked up.
This is a good campfire whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
No, but I was just telling Rat.
We need a few bottles of that then around the campfire.
No, but what I'm thinking about this is I told Ragnar this would be good for experimenting with the smoking, trying different smoking woods with this.
with how young it is.
Yeah.
I can see it imbuing
all right,
different flavors to it.
Because I can't see smoking anything that's like, really, really good, like A+ whiskey
Yeah,
or bourbon.
no.
But this right here would be good for experimenting with different
This might be good
hickory.
with some, I think like applewood, smoke behind
So more of
it.
a sweet taste.
Either apple or cherry.
With how young it is.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of sweetness to its profile.
Or peach.
I think
Or
that,
not peach, pear.
yeah, I think that would be something inherently a little bit sweeter to imbibe into it.
Yeah.
Just because how young it is, it would make it feel more, and this is going to sound super gay, playful.
Playful?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And I acknowledge that it sounds super gay, but I'm
glad you did.
I do think
So specifically mountain camping on the back ridge.
Apparently,
yes, exactly what
It makes you more playful, Chase.
As we hear Ron crying from the tent.
What the fuck?
That's what you were saying.
You guys
What is that in my butt?
You guys are assholes.
How many thumbs are on?
Oh, I give it 2. Okay. 2
Up his
thumbs
ass.
up. Yeah, no, I give it 2. How about you?
It's okay, you missed it. It's fine.
Good. How about you? What the fuck?
I set him up. It was an open road.
You'll hear it when you listen. That's cool. Don't worry about it.
What is that?
Yeah, I know. I always listen to shit that I don't even realize.
Oh, beautiful. Well done. Yeah, it's a 2. Like, I was fighting it with it because it's very young. It's not that strong, but it's very smooth. So it's like, damn it, it's so fucking good. It's 2 thumbs up.
Chase?
2 thumbs. It's pretty fucking solid.
I'm hoping
Seriously, that's 2 drinks, 2 thumbs up on all of them.
Because I'm awesome.
You did a good job. But
I am hoping our audience understands when we're saying young or immature, we're communicating that profile, that flavor profile.
Yeah.
That is it.
I mean, if you have a taste for whiskeys, if you've gotten into whiskeys, if you follow the whiskeys that we drink, then you probably know what we're talking about.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm trying to be careful of, because not everybody is a whiskey appreciating person. So I'm trying to hope that they expand their palate and understand that if they try something that we say is young, can appreciate what we're talking about versus something that's more developed. And
what notes are
flavor.
inside the whiskey? Like what type of?
So
Whiskey.
Yeah, look at the pretty much
Whiskey.
So it's whiskey made from bourbon mash, artificially mastered using the time-tested Solara.
Artfully.
You say artificially?
I said artfully.
You said artificially.
You said artificially. That's what I was
Sorry, I
wondering.
just had to correct you.
Thank you.
All artificial.
It's artfully.
Thank you. Oh yes, artfully matured
Yeah, there we go.
using the time-tested Solara
Ron, are
aging
you okay?
process. I'm drunk. It doesn't say how long the
Spicy. Very spicy.
You grabbed
Oh, spicy.
you grabbed a spicy one.
It doesn't say how long the bottle was aged for. That's what I'm looking for right now.
I'm betting 3 to 6.
There's minimum. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. It was a good pick. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually really good. I do remember trying it at the poker game. I remember we had it in our solo cups.
They were good.
Yeah.
But it isn't great. but it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
I want to smoke it. I'd like to do one of the smoking
This
kits
would
on
probably
it.
lend itself.
I
very well
got
to
so
it.
many to smoke right now.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Well, you have your fucking kid.
I know. We could. If you want me to, I can do it for you guys.
So, what did you guys think about the sommelier and when he was over in Italy?
The sommelier was amazing.
Dude, I want that is the experience I want when I show up at a fucking gun shop, man.
Yes.
Something bold.
Yes.
Robust.
What is for dessert?
May I suggest the KSG 48?
That sommelier was amazing. The closest thing I had was out to a full auto shoot out in Vegas on my personal time. And so like
Super
that.
fun.
All right.
Super fun.
And then I end up in a fucking chopper, fucking going off with fucking full
I want
auto
to do one of those
with a
hog
fucking
hunts so
saw
bad.
from the fucking chopper. I'm like, all right, I am fucking loving
Those
it.
are fun.
Felt like a kid at the carnival when you were 8.
Yes. But no, that is what the way the sommelier handled himself and introduced the firearms.
May I present to you the Austrian brands? I understand you're a fan of the German.
Respectful, understanding manner, but also it ain't downplaying anything.
No, absolutely.
He is treating every
I
firearm.
thoroughly
he is respecting.
enjoyed his character.
Yes,
he was. So he's been in a bunch of other movies.
Who was in? Was it the MI5 knockoff with?
Mission Impossible?
No.
What
the fuck is it called? At the end of the movie, he like finds the princess of Norway that's been missing or something.
Yeah.
The Kingsman.
Kingsman. There we go. He was in the Kingsman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
You heard one in Kingsman 2? I think he may have been. I'm gonna.
No,
I've never seen it.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you should really see the
I
Kingsman.
know. I need to, but I haven't seen those.
You haven't seen Kingsman?
No, I
what
haven't.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not the only one.
That is James Bond of our generation.
Dude, I know. I
It's
just
really
had a chance to.
fucking cool.
There's 2 of them, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd like to see him. Just haven't.
So the Chris Pratt movie where they're in space, and he's got
Yes.
the chick from
Passengers.
Yes, that one there.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's the bartender.
He was the bartender.
Yeah.
And shit.
That's a
he
great-
was.
All right,
he was
the
a great
actor's
movie. It's a
name was
great movie.
Peter. Goddamn, I'm about to pull a Ron here. Peter.
Why am I always referenced?
Just because.
Because words are hard.
Sarah Wanovics. And I'm about to now find out his IMDb.
But yeah,
just
he's been in a bunch of other shit, and he's done really
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
well. What?
The robot chicken.
No, it was Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Was the first image that pulled up
Holy
for
shit.
Peter Sarah Wanovics.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome.
The sommelier. And Aqua Teen Hunger
You look
Force.
at him and tell me that's a god. He made me in hands-on image.
The way that Keanu Reeves, I have a question though. The way that Keanu Reeves handled the weapons, though, do you feel like he did it completely? The way
Very,
Absolutely.
very,
much
very
so.
good job.
I respect.
He went through the training that he fucking went through.
People are like, "Oh, he looks
For
so
it.
robotic." Well, that's how you handle a firearm to make it run the most efficient way you can.
Well, the scene in John Wick 2 when he's in the Italian, when he's going through all the giving his coins.
The catacombs.
Yeah, well,
kinda.
no. Yeah, before he did that, he was getting his suit. He was getting his guns.
Oh,
he was in
yeah,
that
when
gun
he's-
shop with
when
that
he's
fucking
prepping
British
up.
dude or whatever and everything.
Which we were just talking about.
That scene right there.
Yeah, no, he
I
did
know that.
amazing.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying what I loved about
He's
that
very
scene.
tired already.
All right, so Peter Seraphonic.
When he was grabbing the gun and he was like pointing it up and trying to
Yeah.
show how to use it and everything else. He
All
was
right.
doing that legit.
That is
Yeah.
legitimate.
Okay.
John Wick 4. I know we're kind of jumping.
We've already jumped that before,
All right,
so
yes. When he was talking to the bouncer about how much weight he lost.
No, that was two.
That was two.
That was two.
No,
that was
No,
one.
that was one.
No. I'm talking about John Wick 4
what scene?
when he's getting ready to go into.
The club to get the fat man?
Yeah, no, not the Fat Man. When he's going, no, it may have been the Fat Man.
It's the first one you're talking about. Before he goes into the red circle, he
Yeah.
comes up behind
No,
the
no,
guy.
no.
His hey,
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
No. I want to say it was 4. I really do.
You're talking
Where
about
he
the
talks
one with all the
oh, you're looking really good. You dropped some weight.
Oh.
Are you talking about the one that was like in the pools?
No, I want to say it was in 4.
The
I
one
really do.
the one where they were in like the pools inside the club.
Yeah, I think
was
so.
one.
That's
one.
That's one.
No.
Yes.
That was one.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna.
Why don't you take
I
it?
sworn it was 4. I'm not.
Hey, John, are you working?
Spinning the wheel, fucking, confident
Stu,
level.
Stu, before you, okay, I'm gonna run it through. Oh, hey, John, are you working? Yep.
I'm afraid so, Francis.
How much weight have you lost?
You're looking good.
About
How are you?
60 kilograms.
Yeah,
That was the first
lost about
movie.
61 kilos.
61.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
Why don't you take the night off? Thank you.
That's the first one.
Okay.
That was the first one.
That was number one.
What was the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the part where they
You
were
argued that
Grant
3
Joy-
times. Take the fucking
I watched
shot.
these literally 1 through 3 the night before we saw 4.
Yeah.
And introducing Harley to these, and she fell in love with them. By the way,
That's right. She never saw him
no,
before.
no.
That was her first time watching.
You
it.
argued it 3 times.
And
still.
then we, I specifically said also, I'm not saying spin to the wheel confidence level. All right. But when he said 61, I've lost 61 pounds or kilograms or whatever.
kilograms, yeah.
All right.
That's a lot of fucking food, Matt. Meat.
That wasn't actually how much weight that motherfucker lost. That was the bouncer telling John how many security is inside of the club.
Oh, it's like fucking thieves can't.
Yeah, there's 61 motherfuckers inside there, and if you when you watch the rest of the scene, he kills 61 motherfuckers.
Did you count?
And yes, after I read that little fucking blurb, I went back through and watched that video. He did kill 61 motherfuckers in that fucking goddamn.
Incorrect.
Okay. I'm telling you, I watched.
There were 77 kills in that movie.
In the movie,
13 of them were in his house.
Okay.
And then another. Fuck.
Wait a minute.
I got the screen cap up there that shows everything.
First of all, what is the top kill count of all 4 movies?
That'd be
combined?
number 2 at 128.
No, of all 4 movies.
Oh, the total kill count, that would be 439.
Jesus Christ.
That is embarrassing all of your slasher boys.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Jason thinks that John Wick might have a anger problem.
That tops Jason like big time.
Jason Voorhees is concerned.
Jason thinks John Wick is a bitch.
Yeah, but I think John. You think
See
John
if he
Wick
keeps
could kill
that same
Jason?
energy when the Baba Yaga shows.
I think he could.
John Wick versus Jason Voorhees.
Jason, just because he
comes back. I know
he has a Necronomicon power.
Yeah, he keeps coming back. No, 400 and what?
439 kills.
That's all 4 movies.
All 4 movies.
I thought I could swear
With
it
John
more
Wick
than
chapter 2 having the highest ratio of kills per minute played
Right,
of
right
any
out.
film.
John Wick. Okay.
John Wick 2 had 128 kills.
Yeah, that is more kills per minute of screen time than any other movie.
Did you see John Wick 4 before or after you learned the fact that Keanu cut lines down? His word count.
Before.
Okay, so I saw it after I learned how much Keanu cut his lines down, and it kind of fucked me up because I could tell where Keanu was purposely trying to cut words down. And I'm like,
it works though.
You motherfucker.
It works.
And I can understand that.
You want him to have more lines?
If I hadn't known that he was cutting words down on purpose to try to have as few words as possible, it would have worked so well. But knowing that he was purposely doing it, it made it feel very stunted as he was talking. Like even when he was meeting the new head of the high table,
He was tired.
All right, I'm like, motherfucker.
Hey,
he was tired.
Which, by the way,
I could appreciate
That was
it
why
if I didn't know why Keanu was doing what he was doing.
You're talking about in John Wick 2,
John Wick 4.
It was,
Number 4.
When he was meeting the new head, because the old head had died.
You're talking about the elder.
Yes.
So
No. Yeah, it has more kills total. Number 2 has more kills per minute of screen time.
Oh, okay. I missed that part when you said it then.
Which scene?
Per minute of screen time total.
Really?
Yes.
John Wick 2 had the most.
Because remember how long John Wick 4 was.
Listen to what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Wick 2 holds the record for the most kills per minute.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Not the most kills in the series.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, I got a question that I actually wanted to ask. The shotgun that they use in part 4 with the dragon's breath. Is that a shotgun round?
The dragon's breath. It's a magnesium shotgun round.
Put it damn near any fucking shotgun that you have.
Okay,
damn near.
That was a cool. Fucking
that is the round itself. It is filled with magnesium pellets,
to make it catch on fire.
Personally, I was a little let down by that because they fired the dragon's breath and they're like, "Oh, I'm on fire, dead." When in reality, what happens is those magnesium pellets are on fire. They get ignited by about 400 degrees, so the gunpowder behind them. And then they burn at about 1400 degrees. But the pellets still go into a soft target. So you got a 1400 degree pellet that has gone into your body
down by
multiple places because they just caught on fire and blah. What would really be happening is horrifying screaming for a few minutes on every single one of those guys.
Yes, but also you are cauterizing every fucking wound.
That's why I said a couple minutes.
Yes, you're cauterizing the wound so it isn't as ugly of an impact as what they show on the film.
But you had the top view though.
Yeah.
And you could see when he's standing,
I did like
from
that.
like me to Ron.
That was
right, and fucking heads blown off.
I got a couple gripes on
I will
chapter
say
4.
this: that fucking scene right there alone, being just like
that was
one
fucking
single
awesome.
shot.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the movie. We see a lot of cool stuff in John Wick 2, and it just
the scenery.
Yeah, the scenery's fantastic,
gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was cool about that. They actually got permission to shoot in the fucking catacombs,
right?
Which was amazing.
It was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I love the scene in the fucking art gallery at the near the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The mirror? Also the mirrors, because I love that the deaf chick. I thought that she was really
Ruby
cool.
Rose, for one thing, is a gorgeous human being.
Yes.
Secondly, I think she portrayed a really good character in this, and I thought it was very neat that they decided to go with a main character who was deaf.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm gonna have to say this. The one thing I do love about the John Wick movies is the subtitles. How the subtitles are
very
where
stylized.
They're stylized, but they always highlight like one of the big words at the end of the sentence that I fucking love, like be seeing you
soon.
Yeah. I fucking love that.
Just to give
Not
Ruby
if I see
Rose,
you first.
Yeah.
Just to give Ruby Rose more credit, she did an amazing job playing Batwoman.
Amazing. I absolutely 100% agree with you.
She played Batwoman?
Oh yes.
What, an HBO series?
No,
this is CW. I mean,
I had no idea.
All these fucking fanboys that they fucking ruined her. She left the show because of the fucking fanboys like saying that she wasn't lesbian.
She's an amazing actor.
She was lesbian. She's a fucking amazing woman, amazing actress, just amazing everything. She gave her heart and soul. She was perfect for that fucking role. But this is all these stupid fanboys from DC fucking ruined it. So I just want to give her
because they said she was or wasn't.
Was not a lesbian, but she was.
Yeah, she's a fucking gay icon.
That's
dude.
retarded, dude. Like,
Yeah,
what does that
exactly.
even fucking matter?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's
But
fucking
that's the thing.
stupid.
though.
It's fucking
She's
stupid.
a
Batwoman
skilled
is a lesbian.
actor before she's a gay icon. Let's be real. But
exactly.
still,
I don't
she's a
care
fucking
if
gay
she's a
icon.
gay icon. Her
Why would you be
acting-
saying, "Oh no, she's not"?
Because it's not true to the character.
It doesn't bother me about her being a gay. The fact is that she played a good fucking role. She did a good job with
Exactly.
it.
So the problem-
she played a real it seemed like a realistic deaf character.
Yes, she absolutely did.
Especially when she apologized.
The problem that people had with Ruby Rose is the Batwoman character that she was playing on CW, but Batwoman, was 100% gay.
Okay.
She was.
The character was.
The character.
Oh, so that's not canon.
The character. No. I mean, but it depends on which Batwoman you're going with.
Oh, okay.
All right. She was playing 100%.
I'm not all that familiar with DC. So
100% gay character.
Okay.
Lesbian character, whatever you want to call her.
And was she not acting lesbian enough?
Exactly. That's what the people were saying.
That's what it was?
That's what the people were saying and thinking. But the hate mail is that she wasn't.
Okay, not every lesbian out there is some ultra
was she
mask.
supposed to be a butch dyke?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they thought her character was supposed to be, and she was playing it more of down the middle of the road, a lesbian that could attract both butch and femme lesbians.
Which I would venture to say is the majority of lesbians out there.
And she wasn't doing anything that was, very hetero or very homo either way. She was just playing a character who happened to enjoy. She played a female who happened to enjoy being with females.
Yeah,
that's all it was. That wasn't her defining characteristic at all in any way.
So people
shape,
are just
or form.
bitching to bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fucking
and that
Hollywood right
fits Ruby Rose as a person.
Yeah, but
100%.
she
the
wasn't
same exact personality.
But she didn't have that inside John Wick because I almost felt like she had she liked John Wick. Like she
respected
the fuck
John Wick.
There's
Okay.
a difference between like
she was
and
not
respect.
sexually attracted, I don't think, to John Wick.
I differ on that.
I would venture to say in that character depiction, we could see that as ambiguous.
Okay, I could hear the argument for that.
Definitely respected him.
Yes, I view that's the way I viewed it more as her knowing Ruby Rose,
Right.
and so I assume she's imbibing the same characteristics.
Yeah. I would
to
say
sell
that
the character.
in this particular character depiction, we saw a woman who was very powerful, very skilled, had achieved a great job title, and was very respected by her boss.
What was her boss's name? Which was by far, to me, the worst and most annoying.
Santino.
He was the most annoying out of the whole John Wick saga. I did not care for him for some reason. I didn't like him.
I would say
him.
you
I loved John Wick too, but I hated him, and that's
You
what
like
made
the adjuster more than him?
Yes.
Adjudicator.
Oh.
You like the adjudicator more than him?
Adjudicator didn't bother me at all. The fucking the
Really?
woman, the shaved head woman. No, she didn't bother me at all.
Wow.
I thought she was actually an interesting person. I did not care for Santiago.
Okay, so the
Santino.
adjudicator.
I only said
The
I haven't even said it
adjudicator.
once. That was the first time he's saying it.
Have you ever seen the show Billions?
No.
I know you've raved about that show.
Great show.
Yeah.
Amazing show.
Billions.
The
Billions.
actress. I don't know what to call what that person identifies as. Maybe.
She's very NB ace. There is no sexuality
Okay.
about that character at all.
But even
she gives zero
even the
fucks.
character in Billions that this person portrays is also very okay.
She's very robotic.
Yeah, and that's the way the actor portrays the character in Billions. Also.
Okay.
And I appreciated the shit out of them portraying that same level of.
I think it fit with the role she played.
Yes, 100%.
Because
it wholeheartedly fucking fit her role.
But at the same time,
You know?
I cannot agree with you saying that was an interesting character. That was such a robotic character that she was monotone and monochromatic.
I do think,
Which one?
But see,
The
adjudicator.
I know.
I enjoyed the adjudicator.
No, I think
I
that
thought-
worked really fucking
Yeah,
well
because
for the role.
She was simply a hand of the table.
Yeah,
she was nothing more.
She was also the same thing as Clancy Brown does in the part
figure
4.
out the mathematically.
Yes.
All right, it's juice worth a squeeze. That is what this person is.
You're here to do a fucking job.
All right,
Okay.
all right, and that's what I'm judging you upon. And I thought that worked really, really well for that character.
What did you think of Clancy Brown? Because he almost kind of played like the same character for that worked for the
Clancy
table.
Brown
basically.
always plays Clancy
No, he
Brown.
did. He did a great job in this.
All
I
right.
loved him in this.
Who here likes Mr. Krabs?
That is Mr. Krabs. I always related him to Highlander.
He walked on screen and I was like, money, 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 money.
The thing about it is Clancy Brown, I thought I loved him in the role. For the short role that he had, I actually what was he called?
yeah.
What was he called?
He's just a high member.
Inquisitor?
Yeah. No, he's a high member of the high table.
He wasn't a high member.
I think it was Inquisitor. No.
Because he was not the Marquis.
No, I don't think it was Inquisitor. Now
The Inquisitor was fucking Star Wars.
You're right. No, you're right.
Wrong genre.
That's good.
Wrong fucking genre, man.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Harbinger, yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, which is what he was.
Inquisitor.
The Harbinger, the warning person of doom approaching. And that's what he was.
Yeah,
He
but
was
the thing
the
I loved about
Harbinger
him
of doom.
Well,
the
what's
thing
cool is that both him and Wick both had their ring fingers missing.
So
And
that
shit.
is
And that's
actually
because
another thing I wanted to get into.
Which means John Wick
To
would
the
be
table.
John Wick, if he never died, could have been a harbinger.
Who here is a history nerd?
No,
like
that's
me?
just his fucking. That's the choice he made to serve.
You all know of the video game franchise Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, never played them.
Okay. Well,
Great game.
It's
Good.
popularized.
I know.
very
It's just,
good
I just
series.
never
It
got into them.
popularized cutting off the ring finger.
Yeah.
But they
this
popularized it
is
for the wrong reason.
Yes, it did. But this is an homage to an old organization originally known as the Hashashin.
Yeah.
Which literally translates from Arabic or Farsi. No, I think it's Arabic.
I believe you're right.
To brotherhood.
Yeah.
It was the first noted organization of actual assassins, or what we come to know of now as assassins.
Assassin.
Hashashin.
Which it's explained.
It is partially explained
bit
in
in number 4.
in part 3, but it was
No,
a
you're right, number 3.
popular. It was a somewhat popular oath taking
No.
ceremony, or secondary oath, I believe it was, to remove the ring finger to show one's commitment to the Hashashin Brotherhood,
Yeah.
as to not become married to anything but the Brotherhood. These Hashashin, who operated for, was it 300 years? It's like about 270, 300 years, something like that, of just continuous organization, where they, King Edward I of France was actually noted being assassinated by a Hashashin. They played a pretty pivotal role in quite a few political situations, if you will, and really glorified the idea of what we now are seeing today in John Wick, this organization, a secret brotherhood, the secret society of assassins that could be anybody. They were a truly enthralling anecdote of history. Anybody who wants to learn more about them, I highly advise, go ahead and dive down the rabbit hole yourself. I do not have enough information on hand right now, and I'm not about to eat my foot.
It's too much.
So,
but that also,
they're super cool.
Okay,
Had a very
once again,
interesting system of honor too.
Everything you're saying is based on myth and legend right now.
It's on Wikipedia. It's all right.
Oh yeah, Wikipedia is 100% right.
No, there is
Just
a lot
like-
of myth and legend to it. However, there is also documentation that is to be found showing those that were involved with the Hashashin, those who defined membership or observances made of the Hashashin, where they were, some people were allowed to view some of their, not court proceedings, but like some of their table talks, essentially.
But then you're also going to potentially kind of messing up with other supposed things that happened. The French punishing the English during the 1200-year war. The fuck you / pluck you time where the French would capture the English. The English were firing yew tree longbows, and they would cut off the middle fingers at the second joint.
So that is a reference because we say "fuck you" now.
Supposedly.
It's a reference to the archers of Old English.
Yes, because
saying, "Oh, I can still draw my bow.
Yes.
We're gonna fuck you."
Yes. So the English use yew trees.
Of course, it could also be dated back to ancient Rome, where it was more. It was less "fuck you" and more "I'm going to fuck you."
Yes. That's why it's a everything when it comes to around that type of shit gets very hazy.
What do you mean that something gets lost in translation over thousands of years?
Yes.
That is incredulous.
Yes.
So I will have to brag a little bit. John Wick 2, Jade Struck was part of the training team for Terran Tactical, who trained Keanu Reeves. I did have the pleasure of talking with her quite a bit over Instagram the following year after the release of John Wick 2. That was pretty cool. She's actually really chill. She was going to come shoot with us, We had actually had a plan planned out. She was going to come up here and go shooting with us. A couple plans fell through. That's fine. I still got to talk to her at school. All right. So that's the end of my bragging. John Wick 3. Unfortunately, dogs are dogs, Maligator or not. The Malinois are just hyper, and unfortunately,
it's a fucking fur bullet.
Yeah, they happen to aim themselves at surrounding cats, especially when you're filming overseas that have a lot of fucking cats. And so that was one of their main issues was between shoots, they'd have to go and chase down the dogs again because they were removing some of the feral cat population.
How did you feel about that shot when one of the dogs got shot with on the vest? Yeah.
No, fuck that guy. So glad she shot him on both fucking legs.
As soon as he did that, you knew immediately.
He shot my dog. I get it.
I felt like her character was a little bit forced.
Why?
I really felt like she was Mary Jane. She was, all right, we're going to show a female version of John Wick.
No.
Just for the sake of showing a female version of John Wick. And kind of shoehorn this down everybody's fucking throats. Oh, yeah, girls could be just as badass as boys. Which they can be, absolutely. But I felt a little forced. I really did. I appreciated all the work she did.
I think they did a good job with it.
I appreciate the work that they put in and the work that she put in, especially.
The reason I say
felt it was a little forced.
The reason
it didn't feel as natural as the rest of the films did.
So I agree with what you're saying.
I think maybe because the relationship.
Well, they had a rocky
between them that was on screen.
Well, they had a rocky relationship, but they also were both. They had a marker.
And I understand that, but it felt. It really felt like we're showing a female badass for the sake of showing a female badass, instead of we're showing a badass character who happens to be female.
Okay, well, here I got a question about the marker. How do you give a marker away?
I'm not saying that's 100% right. It's just my personal feeling.
I need a favor that is worth more than a gold coin.
I've gone above and beyond my duty for you.
So you get a marker because of that?
Yes.
As a payment, basically.
No, it's not payment. It's not payment at all.
No.
It's
you did be a fucking solid. I will do
that
you
would
a
be
fucking
the
solid.
equivalent of me saying, hey, here's the deal. I really hope that you can help me with this, but you helping me with this task means that you will probably fucking die.
It's like selling your soul, pretty much.
Yeah.
But if you do this for me, I will owe you. This will be my marker.
And see, that's the thing about John Wick 2 is that they introduced the whole marker thing, and then they reduced it with the third one, not the fourth one with Kane, because he had a marker for the table.
Yep.
Where he was owed, but he did it also to protect his daughter and everything else. But even though he respected John, I know I'm jumping to 4 again, but even though he respected John, he is honoring the high table, doing his job. But he's picking his daughter over John Wick.
Under duress.
Everybody would do the
He's not
exact same
honoring
thing.
the fucking table at all. He's
fucking
forced.
Nope.
To fucking do it.
Fight your own fights. I won't do it.
Because he loves John. He cares about John as a
sitting there
friend.
eating his fucking ramen.
Dude, that was fantastic.
That was amazing.
I do want to go. I do want to kind of go back to the scene you were talking about when that dude shot Halle Berry's dog.
Yeah.
If you could go ahead and play, what the fuck is it? It's on the left side.
Play that clip.
Play the clip he's talking about.
Yep. You should know which one it is.
I'm back. I'm thinking I'm back.
Give me your son. John Wick.
Just a dog. Bitch. I feel like that was the turning point.
Baba Yaga. It was just a fucking car, just a fucking dog.
Just a dog?
When was the first movie?
Yeah.
Ego. Yeah. When Ellen died, I lost everything.
Yeah.
Until that dog arrived on my doorstep. A final gift from my wife. In that moment, I received some semblance of hope. An opportunity to grieve unalone. And your son took that from me.
Stole that from me.
It is.
Killed that from me! People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Actually, Keanu Reeves' acting was really good in that role.
Yeah.
And the choice of words, like unalone, that is a very interesting choice
That is
of words.
an old English.
It is. But we all understand immediately what he's saying, but it seems more powerful.
It does.
Than saying by myself.
Yeah.
All right. It just seems like goddamn unalone. I was like,
It hits a lot fucking deeper than just saying to grieve by myself.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. But hearing that, one, I would like to say that I think he might have had a chance to talk things over if he had left it at just a car.
Yeah.
But he had to throw in just a dog. And you done fucked up.
Yeah.
No,
You done fucked
100% if he take in the car, everything would be fine. John would have just
You call
chilled.
the dog just a dog?
Yeah. Nope. No.
Your life is forfeit. That
Well,
sucks
you can
for
see it in his face, though.
Because of
like,
what that
when
dog
he says
was.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking-
it's immediately like,
What'd you just say?
Really? Yeah, exactly.
And carrying that over to John Wick 3, when, that the dog gets shot.
Yeah.
Like, you see the whole shift in John. And
like, fuck.
like, she gets pissed, obviously, but you see him off in the background going, fucking, not
again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of relations. There's a lot of whole things with the dogs because it was the second movie. There was the first movie, and even the fourth movie with Tracker's dog. The fact that, which I fucking love Tracker.
Love Tracker.
Yeah, Tracker was
Tracker's
good.
gun. Who knows what it is?
What is it?
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, Mr. Nobody. No, it's a Marlin model 1894 lever action 4570 that has been customized by Mad Pig Customs as a takedown lever action modernized fucking tactical with not key mod but M-Lock rails. That bitch is fucking awesome. I want it so bad. It is stupid money. It's like $6,000 total. I could get a car for that.
Like Tracker.
You didn't like him?
No.
Why didn't you like him?
I personally thought he was a waste of a character.
Nah, I can dig
He was
it.
a chilling back, wait until the bounty got high enough. I'm sorry. You don't know when the bounty is going to get high enough. You don't know what level it's going to be at.
I liked that, though.
No, but you
He-
don't
no,
because
no.
if
In his
all right,
mind,
if
he
Ragnar's
knew.
hunting, if Ragnar's happens to be hunting John and he got a lucky shot off, then I'm sitting back and I just watch $7 million.
But he's
fucking
not
walk out
just
the fucking
watching.
window. All
He's
right?
making sure he's picked anything that John can't deal with. He's making sure he deals with, so
but
he can
honestly,
still get that fucking
if
bounty.
Ragnar is chilling across the street with a fucking, a fucking long range, all right, and just happens to pick him off just out of the fucking blue, then you know what? You're a dick because you wasted your fucking every opportunity you had to collect the current bounty level. You were gambling that it was going to get high enough, and now Ragnar happened to fucking be, right there, the right time, right spot.
Have you ever
to fucking
seen?
collect it.
No,
that's to me is a waste.
No,
It's a
have you
fucking
ever
waste.
seen John hold still long enough for a sharpshooter?
Yes. Multiple fucking times for a chest shot. Hell yes. And drop him.
Okay. For center mass, all right. For center mass, yeah.
Yes. And okay, now he's on the ground. Let me pop a couple more right in there.
Fucking
All
anchor
right?
shot. Their use of anchor shots in
Yes.
this series
Yeah.
is fantastic.
What are anchor shots?
Something that the majority of civilian world does not want to know about. But an anchor shot is in SWAT or other CQB teams is what's referred to. That is the one round that every combatant or on the ground body receives by every member of the team as you're moving through a building.
Yeah.
If there is a threat, it is put down. It is then anchored to the ground with a shot to the cranium, which is then followed up by another shot to the cranium by every single member of the team as they all flow through that room. And so identification of said threats can become difficult. But that's the boom, boom. They're not moving. Pop. They won't move again ever. I'm making sure that's your insurance policy.
Yeah. Especially as you pass by, you want to make sure your potential target no longer is valid.
Yeah.
You want to make sure as you pass by, they do not happen to pop back up and pose a new threat.
It is not
on
a
your
pleasant
threshold.
thing, but they show it in this movie very well.
They do.
Or in the series of movies very well. Again, they
And
go
he
with
does such an amazing job of keeping track of his round usage.
He does.
Yes.
He does such an amazing
However,
job.
in John Wick,
on different
I love,
fucking
but I love how
platforms.
he
On
loses
John Wick-
ammo and he just grabs the other person's gun and he just keeps
and
going
he
through.
knows
Yep.
what mag size that particular platform uses and keeps track of, all right, this motherfucker has already shot 4 shots. I have 11 more shots to go. And as I pick
Yeah.
this up, boom, 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 boom,
I
boom,
will,
boom, boom,
however,
boom, boom.
say-
all right, next one, bam.
that Benelli M4 used in John Wick 2, the very first time he uses that shotgun, he pops off 11 rounds without reloading. When he was training to work on this horse that you see on that
Horse foo.
yeah. He was hanging off the side of that horse so much that he actually just straight peeled all the fucking flesh off of his palm. Like just opened that bitch right up. And you can see video of him on YouTube and whatnot, where he's got like masking tape just wrapped around that bitch. And he's running the fucking Terran Tactical shoot range, running quad loans with that hand and everything else. This dude works like a motherfucker.
He does. 100%. I respect
he does.
the work that Keanu had put in to.
And has anybody noticed how big his fucking hands are? They are unnaturally fucking huge.
John Wick's?
Yes. Keanu has gigantic fucking hands.
I mean, that helps for a lot of things.
Yes.
In
It helps for gunplay.
Especially on 2011, the you see that in John Wick 3? Yeah, 3.
When it comes to weapons, I have no idea.
The 9mm 2011 double stack. Like, it was a double stack 1911. They call it a 2011, made by Terran Tactical. But you can't hardly find any of those anymore. They're expensive as shit.
That's why.
I know. Well, so they're used to it.
Unless you have fuck you money.
Yeah, and that's not a problem I have, unfortunately. But they're really nice.
So what did you think of Winston?
Again, that he was the actual bad guy of the entire series?
I don't think
personally
so. Because he was
think that-
personally friends with John Wick.
I believe he is Helen's father.
I agree with that. But also, I believe he's a fucking douchebag and he only cares about himself.
No, he cares too much about John.
Well, he does care about John. But the thing is, when
He
the third
calls him
movie
son.
kind of confused me a little bit, because when he put him over when he said, kill John Wick or keep your building, and then he shoots John Wick, but he probably knows to himself, John Wick's going to survive this and he's going to come back.
He may hope that.
But I think all the viewers of the movie would be like, what
there's
the
no
fuck
way
was
of
that?
knowing for sure that fall that motherfucker took off
That
the fucking
would
building.
have fucking killed.
Yeah. There's a lot of scenes where he would have died, especially the one where in the fourth one when he falls out of the window and lands on the fucking car. I mean, that was like at least a 40 minute, 30 or 40
That motherfucker
foot
missed
drop.
that goddamn van.
He really did.
Yeah. Like, he would have been better off, like, if he hit the van, he would have been fine, I think.
I don't think that would have worked.
Bouncing right off of that fucking corner and then flipping back over onto the street.
To be fair, I've seen some toddlers do some shit like that. To be fair.
Toddlers that have taken falls like that.
Like, no, I was literally watching a video of a toddler fell out of the second floor window and just and got
That's
up. and was
because
like,
they are meant to bounce. All right.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, hello.
But you really think Winston was the evil part of the movie? You thought he was more the villain than
Timmy was
personally
never
do.
quite right.
I think he is a selfish prick who's only out for his own self-interest. He may have agreed with John, may have liked John, but ultimately he was willing to throw John straight under that fucking bus when it came down to it.
All right, so if you agree that he was a villain, what does everybody else agree? Who's like the biggest villain out of the whole 4 movies?
Biggest or favorite?
Because I figure it's the table.
I agree with Stu. It's all fucking Winston.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we never see the High Table. He references them. He knows so much about their history.
I would say the High Table is an entity.
The one that sits above the table.
The elder.
Yes.
Oh. No, I don't
But there was two elders because one elder was killed.
No.
No, there's always
There's
an
always
elder.
one. But just because the one in the third one died and was replaced by the one that was in the fourth one doesn't make it. There was two. There's always only one.
Yes, the High Table are douchebags.
Yeah, if you kill
yes.
me, simply
But
I will be replaced.
Yeah.
I do believe that Winston, from his own selfish needs and wants and desires, thinks he actually is more important than the High Table, and what he wants to happen is more important.
No, he
than
thinks
their
that a High
wishes.
Table, an entity that operates in Europe, has no fucking business in New York.
Yeah, that's what he believes. But the High Table allows they show
America
that.
believes that Britain, an entity
yes.
that operates in Europe,
And-
has no
and
fucking
what do
business
they do?
in New
They
York.
come in and they wreck shit.
And we
They
fucked 'em up for
wreck
it.
Shit. All right, they destroy the Continental.
I'm just
all right,
saying.
because Winston's a fucking douchebag and allows the rules to be broken in his fucking okayed area.
When it's correct to do so.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
He didn't because he put the whole bounty on John Wick in the
After allowing, no, he didn't put the bounty.
He didn't put a bounty on
He
him.
gave an hour. He gave him an hour to.
And that is where Winston fucked up. Winston, as soon as John pulled the fucking trigger,
Was it not right to do so?
Winston then should have, by the rules that everybody follows, then should have put John down
So you
immediately.
think-
yeah, just like that chick in the first one.
No, so you think that Winston is bad because he doesn't see things in black and white?
Because he wants to act like he wants to appreciate the protection that the High Table affords him, because everybody has to respect the rule of the High Table, because the High Table is the only reason the Continental exists.
By the way
outside
things
of the safe
operate
zone.
in the John Wick universe, I would venture to say that the Continental was an operating entity by itself before the High Table got into power.
Even if it was the Continental
In that
as
case,
a
the Continental
system,
is where they don't fucking
the
belong.
Continental as a system agreed to follow the rules and respect the rules
With no gray area.
of the
There's
High
always
Table.
gray area.
But the High Table, there is not.
You got to
And
remember
that's the
too,
problem. That's why they should
that's-
be removed.
There's
But-
always consequences
But the
for your
Continental
actions.
agreed to respect
was-
those
that was
rules
actually a line that was
in
played in.
order to be
Consequences.
given the
Yeah, he says it all the time.
latitude that
Yeah.
they were. To be saying this is a safe zone, everybody can come here and chill and everything like that and know that we're safe. As long as you understand that this is a safe zone, everybody agrees that this is a safe zone and follows our fucking rules, then we will honor this and enforce this. By
So,
Winston choosing
in
to
all
no
honesty,
longer follow the
what
rules,
I saw,
then he is trying to have his cake and eat it too. And the High Table's like, fuck you. No, that is not how it goes. You are only in power because we allow you to be in power.
So what I saw was very much so things that I have seen in my life. I would very much so attribute this closely to someone in an organized crime family who does a lot of business with a larger family across the pond. If my family and my territory is, say, Virginia and North Carolina, and some larger family that, granted, does have a lot of power and has a lot of allies, all up and down the East Coast, all over Europe, decide to make a ruling and a move against my territory and wants to take over that entire economy that this organized crime family has put up. Are you just gonna fuck off, or
But
are
here's
you
the thing:
gonna say
this is the
fuck
Continental existing has already shown that they did fuck off. They agreed to be, even if you think the Continental existed.
But what was
prior
happening is that
to-
Santino was going to be making a move to take over New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York is Winston. Winston would not want that to
But
happen.
it doesn't matter
If you
what
had
Winston
any-
wants. Winston rules the Continental.
Okay.
Winston does not rule New York.
Winston is New York.
No, the New York representative of
Right.
Continental.
Right.
All right. But
He
the high
runs everything
table
there.
is above
They
all.
have no business
High
being
table is above all. By the Continental existing and everybody following the rules of the high table.
You have a very disheartening concept of authority.
It's the way it is. Plain and simple. The Continental is allowed to operate as a safe zone because the high table says
Because Winston
they're allowed.
says so, and the high tables over in fucking Europe, and they
because
can
the
fucking
high
stay there.
table says that they're allowed to, and that's why you have multiple Continentals throughout the world. And they're saying you go to a Continental,
right?
It's a safe zone. It is a relaxed place. You're okay to chill there and know that you aren't going to be a target of anybody. It is a fucking free space for you to be you, relax, chill. And if you cross these fucking lines,
So
you break these
Santino,
fucking rules, then the
heir-
high table will make sure that you pay the fucking price. Not the Continental. It's the high table will make sure you pay the fucking price.
So Santino, the heir, who is a spoiled piece of shit who wants nothing but all the power he was born with.
You're talking about John
and
in John
even
Wick
more.
2?
Correct.
The one that he had his sister killed.
Correct.
Okay.
All he wants is more because he's a bratty little son of a bitch. And he, instead of sticking with what he already owns as being a table sitting individual, wants to come and take over even more territory. You think that's fine?
I think that's the high table to decide.
No, that's not what I
Winston.
asked. You think that's fine?
I think it's the high table
That's not
to
what I
decide.
asked. Answer my fucking question. You think that's fine?
I think it's the high table to decide, not Winston.
That's not
It
what
is
I asked.
Not Winston's decision. It is
Winston's
not
in New
Winston's
York,
decision.
and so is Santino.
It is not Winston's decision.
I asked
It
if
is
you
the
think
high
that's fine
table.
or not. Yes
it
or
doesn't
no.
matter. It doesn't matter what I think.
And that's
we
the
are
disheartening
all underneath
concept
the
of
high
authority
table.
that I was
We
talking
are
about.
all underneath the high table. It
Oh,
is the high
step
table
on me, Daddy.
decision. It is the high table decision. All right, and that's what the Continental agreed to.
You ain't
play
never
by
heard of a
those
Gaston
rules.
flag, have you?
I have.
No, I don't think you have, bud.
But once again,
Step on me.
they
Step on me.
Winston agreed
Oh.
to manage the Continental based on the high table's rules and regulations, knowing that he has the protection of the high table to enforce the big rules and protections, and then he wants to slap the high table in the face on their own rules, but expects them to enforce rules on other people. That is Winston thinking he is above the high table. Nobody is above the high table.
Yeah, they are.
Just to add
The
another
elder,
variable to
and
that
he
point.
just killed two of them.
Winston is playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah.
The whole tone of every John Wick movie is loyalty.
Right.
Everyone has loyalty to John Wick. Winston knows he has the devil, the Baba Yaga at his side. He knows he has that variable. He kills Santino in the fucking Canelo. He gives an hour because he's seen what will happen.
Yeah, but once he got that hour, he got fucked because of that. He got the Continental
But
taken
he
away from him.
knows John Wick will survive. He knows he's going through the high table.
He's got a pretty good
He's
bet.
playing chess. He knows the outcome. Yes, you see the in 4, you see the Continental deconcentration.
Deconcentrated.
Deconcentrated. Thank you. He said destroyed, but he knows there's a fucking his family. The story is limitless. The story keeps on going. His family's at high table. He goes to his family. There's another side quest.
Yeah.
He becomes part of that. Challenges the Grand Marshal or whatever to a duel, and he gets it back.
Grand
It's
Marquis.
all chess. Yes,
Marquis
thank
de
you.
Gaulle.
Bill Skarsgård.
But
Which, by the way, what
just
did y'all think of
because
him?
Winston bet on the right guy.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's all it was. It was a bet. And when you come with a bet, there's always a chance you're going to fucking lose.
Chase
That's
had an
called
issue.
war.
You have an
Yeah.
issue with Bill Skarsgård?
So, which means
No, I think he did a great job portraying that character.
the
having
character was
character.
amazing. Yeah. He did amazing. The character was a douche, 100%.
Yeah.
But Bill Skarsgård played that character.
Let
to
me
a
tell
fucking
you,
T.
if I ever come across somebody that pronounces rules as "uls," I might be inclined to slap you.
Well, that is a lot of the France.
Rules? No, he goes "uls."
Really shows how big that actor has gotten.
I remember when he was playing in was it Hemlock Grove?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking loved him in Hemlock Grove.
Yes.
He was badass.
Then he was Pennywise, and he was the Barbarian in the Barbarian movie.
To our listeners, if you have not seen Hemlock Grove, highly recommend. It's opiate and werewolves.
All 3 seasons, please.
Yeah, it's badass. It's pretty fucking good.
You guys have a lot of time on your hands. I don't know how you guys watch all these
I
shows.
used to have a lot of time on my hands.
I don't know how you guys do it.
I don't anymore. That's why you always make fun of me for not seeing movies.
You talk about so many TV shows. It's like, when the fuck do you have time to watch this shit? Do you watch it at work?
Time.
We can't discuss that because DOT does not authorize the viewing.
Oh
of
yeah,
additional
used to absolutely.
I remember you used to sit in the fucking office.
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours a day. I was watching shit.
Yeah,
3 to 4 hours.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
He was watching in the office while he was working.
Yeah, I'd have it fucking playing on my fucking phone, tablet, whatever, while I'm fucking on the computer and shit like that. Hell yeah. I'd watch fucking shit all
Man,
the
I'm
goddamn
turning
time.
wrenches on cars too much. I have, however, been binge listening the Critical Role podcast for like the last 2-3 months now. That's some good stuff. Speaking of which, I got a guy up in Stafford, ex Special Forces. He's like, yeah, me and a bunch of the guys from my old unit, we come over every Saturday and we play Dungeons and Dragons from like 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and we grill and drink beer all day. I was like,
yeah.
You want to come over? I'm like, that sounds like a fucking party, man.
Fuck yes. I want to go on a dungeon crawl with a goddamn fucking team of ex-specialists. All right? Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
It's like one of them's not allowed to drive anymore. He got so fucked up. So
That movie was good, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was. Whether you're a Dungeons
pretty
Dragon
good.
fan or you're just like somebody who knows nothing about it.
I don't know anything about it.
very
I found it.
enjoyable. It really is.
I enjoyed it. I thought Chris Pine and all of them did a great job. I know that's a different movie, but it was a fun movie.
No, the ones that it's one of those movies that you can enjoy just as a movie, but if you're a fan of the subject matter, it makes it even better.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the dog? I mean, obviously, everybody
Which one?
that
Yes.
yeah, I mean, like everybody that watches these movies, we're dog lovers. Let's be real.
Well, we talked about the puppy in the beginning, and that was a fucking hard thing to watch. But you got to admit, the fucking dog that he got at the
Kind of a badass.
veterinary hospital or something like that.
Yeah.
Was it one that was actually going to be put down?
I don't.
I think he just stole some dude's fucking dog. I'd be pissed.
Yes, and the on the thing, where it says like your name, sex, it says put down.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was never able to get it to pause in time for me to read that. Pause. Anyway, but yeah,
That was fucking weak.
I know that's most of my humor. No, that dog's badass.
Yes.
It's fucking sweet as hell.
Does he have a name?
No.
No. Dog.
No, he just calls him dog.
Yeah.
But not as cool as Holly Berry's dogs.
Oh
No, they're fucking badass.
Yes.
So they actually do make bulletproof vests for your
they do.
dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
fucking expensive, fucking worth it if they're going to be in that situation, I guess. But they're like $5,500, something like that.
But also,
Considering how much it costs to train those fucking types of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an investment.
what was the guy in the last movie's dog also had a dog? He had like a was it a German Shepherd?
Mr. Nobody.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was the same. It was the same.
Yeah,
I think it was the
Malinois.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as Halle Berry's.
Belgian Malinois, also known as alligators.
Yeah. This movie.
Fucking fur missile.
Fur missiles, alligators. You know, the special operations teams, they actually replace their canine teeth with titanium.
No shit. I didn't know that. That's
they're fucking
crazy.
terrifying. They are literally armor-piercing dogs.
Well, I fucking love it how they go for the fucking crotch all the time. That part's great. But
You enjoy that part, really?
no, not for me. But
you just said you really like that part.
No, I like how he just points and he just goes for it, and I thought that was really cool. But also the thing I never understood about the dog is that he kind of disappears because what's his name takes care of him. What's the character's name?
Oh, yeah.
Sharon
takes him, but then the king takes him and is always walking around. So who actually gets the dog when John Wick dies?
Oh, yeah.
Was it the king?
The Bowery King has him.
I thought Winston. Okay.
I think, and that's another thing, Winston. Okay. I personally feel like Winston is his dad or father-in-law.
I have seen that theory, and
That could
I
be
would
sound.
be to believe the father-in-law more so than his dad. Especially that's why they have that shared loss, feeling about the situation.
Trauma bonding.
Yes. I would be apt to believe that. Maybe that's something like when the Continental comes out, that'll be, at the end, a daughter is born to him. And
is Keanu Reeves supposed to be in the Continental at all? Because it's supposed to take place how many years before John Wick?
In the 70s.
So it takes place in the 70s. So John Wick's basically he's still in that fucking ballet school, the Russian getting trained.
He is child.
Their fight school.
Yeah. But you seriously think that it's his?
I wouldn't be mad if that's what the way they decide to go with it. It wouldn't take anything away.
The way the movie ended when he's standing in front of his grave, and he said, "I don't even know what he said," but it was the last thing was son.
Bush my son.
Yeah.
It's goodbye, my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does lead you to believe
but it also
there's
doesn't
some
have
sort
to
of
be. It honestly doesn't have to be. It could have just been a close bond that Winston had with John, and views him as a son-like figure,
right?
And it doesn't change anything. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but
wonderful that way.
I kind of want to tease at a possible subplot where so we always when he puts John as excommunicado, you hear him put in his recognition number 11111.
Yes,
that's it. Like that can't not be significant. And I'm wondering if possibly Winston held such a position that possibly he did actually have a son and could not allow his son to be affiliated with him in any official capacity, and therefore brought him to the Russian Orthodox
maybe
school of assassins.
That's a kind of a fucked up thing to drop your kid into, though, knowing the hell that they're getting ready to go through.
But also knowing that you have a finger in that pot and you'd be able to keep tabs on it all times.
Yes.
Like I feel that
I feel it should have
that possible little subplot. It's tasty. It's real tasty.
But it should. I feel the more respectful thing to do with like what Hallie did. Her character, I forget her name.
Same here.
Give her kid away.
And doesn't know where disappear. So to the point where nobody can track him down except for the person who happened to do the disappearing
and so
for you.
So there we have the three different schools of thought here. We have Hallie's school of thought of fucking take her away. I want nothing to do so that
that's the only way she'll be safe.
Her name is Sophia Al-Azhar.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sophia.
And then we have fucking IP Man's character. Donnie Yen's character. What the fuck was his name?
The blind one, yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up.
We've been saying his name all night.
Blind Al.
Yeah, blind guy. Okay. Anyway, his daughter.
Show.
He's been keeping. Huh?
What's it? Show.
Okay. Cool.
No, Kane.
There you go.
Kane. That's right. Kane.
Yeah. How the fuck did we forget that? We were just talking about it. Yes, it has.
It's been a long fucking night.
You're making this fucking episode just too fucking long. Chase.
My bad.
I almost said your name. God damn it.
Damn. So close.
By the way,
you do have a punishment to do.
I have to spin a wheel because we were recording some bits for the Bad Santa and earlier before we did this episode, and basically it was in red, and I think
your phone went off.
No, Sammy's phone went off, so I got to take the shot.
And he goes, Chase, you got to spin the wheel. I was like, no.
Yeah, only me. It's always me.
Oh, woe is me.
Self-destruct, motherfucker.
Cock shot.
The original punishment shot. Give me my fucking peanut butter whiskey.
But, his daughter has gotten out of everything, and he just always keeps tabs on her.
Yeah, that's a nasty one.
So, and then if that were the case, I would say that's probably.
I think if you're in that life, the right choice is Halle Berry's character's choice. There's always a chance of somebody using,
like they did with Kane.
Exactly. And to be disrespectful, try to keep them in that life, knowing that you're always risking their life by being in that orbit somewhere. Right.
So it's also add to that. Doesn't she have a marker as well?
Yeah.
So the difference is between him and Kane. Her and Kane.
That's right.
He dedicated himself to the service.
Yeah.
But he did.
That's
He
true.
did that. To
But she also did the same thing that John Wick did, because John Wick, when he gave the fucking dude in John Wick 2 gave John Wick the marker, John Wick was trying to refuse it. Halle Berry was saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Like,
exactly.
Then why the fuck did they do these markers in the first place?
Because they still honor them, as you see. They still
But they don't
honor
want
them.
to, so
no,
they're
they don't
bitching
want
about
to.
it.
Yeah,
So
they're
they
going to
bitch
bitch about it.
Yeah.
You're trying to talk them out of doing something that you know it's a suicide. It's a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. You're blowing up your entire life to pay back this marker.
But the thing that was great was at the end when he put him in the desert, and then she gives him the water.
No,
and then she drinks it, starts squishing it around in her mouth, and spits just a little bit back into
That
the
was
bottle.
a fucking power move, dude.
Jesus Christ, that was fucked up though.
No, she's not happy at all with the situation.
No, she hated it, but the fact that the other guy shot her dog.
Yep,
said he shot my dog. And
trust me, I get it.
yes, when John Wick
that was my
no,
favorite.
but John Wick was like, "Don't do it, don't do it," and there goes the battle right
he
there.
shot my dog.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, that was a good fucking scene. That was
that whole scene that whole fight scene there was fucking cool.
They actually want to make a side movie that they said that they'd like to make a side movie of just her character, because her character was badass.
Honestly, I'd be down for it.
Yeah,
it was, but I don't
know how long that could go.
Who was excited for Ballerina?
I'm excited for Ballerina.
I'm stoked for that.
I want to see somebody newer into the game, going through the shit, which is what Ballerina would be.
Yeah.
Rather than Halle Berry, were they going to show her just running? That's all she's going to be. So you're going to be John Wick female. That's all it's going to be. I'm like, no, let's go ahead and tell a different story in the universe.
Well, like I said, we're trying to figure out what they're going to do for John Wick 5, because apparently that's been greenlit. Is it going to have the John Wick character? Because that's, I mean, when had they even said have they greenlit it?
John Wick the zombie comes back and fucks shit up.
I would pay to watch that though. I would pay to watch that though.
It's been greenlit, but there's no timetable. They want to do Ballerina first, and then they'll reevaluate and get the script ready and have John Wick.
So
5.
Ballerina is supposed to be a movie or a series?
No,
Movie.
I get it.
All right, and Continental is supposed to be a series on HBO.
Yes.
Okay.
I get it. Aurelio's gonna finally get his car fixed, so that means
There you go.
the movie's gonna come out in 2030.
Yeah.
So one thing about the Continental, though, that I just heard recently, so the director was on Rogan's podcast, and it's got me a little hesitant about it, because he was saying, yeah, so the Continental, it's kind of canon in the universe, but kind of not.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, no, either make it fucking canon or make it not. Plain and simple. Either, yes, this is what fucking happened, led Winston, as Winston. Why fucking cock tease and a half-ass the shit? Anything we do in here, some of it's going to be real and some of it's not.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. No.
One way or the
Commit.
other.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Damn. Fucking tired?
Yeah, man, it's
Been
fucking
a long
late,
night,
dude.
Well, you're making this episode as long as you have been. So, okay, I remember you saying that you wanted to talk about the nunchucks.
Dude. Well, yeah, we talked about that, but like the fucking nunchucks and gunplay,
It was great.
that's awesome.
It was amazing.
And so the thing that got me was like, and you've seen nunchuck kata, where the shit's swinging around. You know what Bruce Lee does, right? And then you look at John Wick, and he very much so turns it into Louisville Slugger.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Especially when he's holding the fucking head down, just beating him over the fucking head the whole time.
He's
when he
on the
picked him up-
mindset of, I'm going to kill you with these. These are what these are for.
I don't
these
know
aren't
how to
defensive
use
weapons.
these, but I'm gonna make your day horrible with them.
Yeah.
Like, it made me think of, it was a fucking, I forget what it was, some guy talking about, I don't know, it seems like we were using a stick as a weapon for thousands of years, perfectly fine, and then some asshole decided to break it in half and put a chain between it.
Yeah.
I thought that was an improvement.
Yeah.
And
The reason it is because you are adding more force behind it.
they just went, add a little bit of spice.
Yes.
That's all that was.
But it does add more force. The centrifugal force coming with it multiplies the impact. It does. It is an intelligent design
At the
if
cost of
wielded
your
properly.
balls and your own knuckles.
But watch John Wick 4 knowing that he purposely is trying to cut down to as few words as possible. Knowing that while you're watching it, it feels how forced That motherfucker is trying to cut words out
a little bit
as he's trying to, talk to the elders. Yeah. Like, bad. You're like, what? Come on, motherfucker. Nobody talks like that.
Sorry, you talk about clubbing, so I put that on there because.
Actually, no, that does kind of fit. Biker, fellow biker. You remember motorcycles? Anybody?
Okay. I've been told I look like one, but I am not a biker.
You do look like a biker, but
people. I get that a lot.
You look like a guy who rides in a sidecar.
I'll get you a fucking Honda Grom. How's that? The bike chase scene in John Wick 3. I really, really like to give this whole series kudos for being so realistic.
You blew a load, huh?
I about shit everywhere for this fucking scene. Jesus
blew a load,
Christ.
not shit. What the fuck?
No,
There's
it was
a difference
bad.
between that.
It was bad, not good. Okay, you too? Maybe?
So that whole scene, it was enjoyable.
It was enjoyable.
Not realistic.
Way off theme from John Wick, my dude.
Yeah.
Way off theme. You go like this to somebody who's on a bike, they're dead.
You
You're
have to
dead.
suspend belief. After John Wick 1, 2 through 4, you have to suspend your belief, man.
This whole
There's
thing is
fucking
based on a
bulletproof
really
vests.
skilled dude.
Bulletproof suits, man.
Yeah, they're $4,000.
And everyone has them?
No.
Even the bulletproof suits.
They're 2A.
Are those even real?
Yes, they're real.
No, they are.
It's like a
They are.
Kevlar.
Kevlar
But-
suits are entirely
What is
real.
Kevlar made out of?
Kevlar.
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry, I didn't know.
Kevlar
I didn't
is
thought it was a type
technically
of metal or something like
speaking
that.
It's not a metal.
What is it?
It's a fabric that is Kevlar is specifically the way that it's woven together. Is
Here,
it?
I'll give you the.
Okay.
Is it cotton?
Bulletproof cotton.
It's like a polyester blend or something like that. But it's the
All
way that it's woven together.
Here's the correct definition for Kevlar. Okay, Kevlar is a strong, heat-resistant synthetic fiber related to other aramids such as Nomex.
There we go. Yeah.
And Technora, developed by Stephanie Kolick at DuPont in '65. The high-strength material.
Accidentally.
Yes. The high-strength material was first used commercially in the early 70s as a replacement for steel in racing tires.
Nomex is what race car drivers use as
Fire protection.
Survival
suit.
suit.
Yeah.
That's what that is. So it's
but the way that he was like lifting it up over his head whenever he was getting shot, could it actually block a bullet?
Technically, yes.
Kevlar
but also,
does.
here's the problem:
when it's woven,
Yeah, the way
when
that it's woven
Kevlar is-
together makes it.
it's plated together. Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the
And then it's
problem
woven.
with the idea of that. Yes, it may stop the bullet from penetrating you. I don't know what that was or whose that was.
That would be
No,
your
it's not me.
other lady. No.
No.
Okay.
Playing a game with no
But once again, here's the problem. It will stop the bullet, but depending on the fabric, and the round size, it'll stop the bullet
That sounded
from penetrating.
I don't know, somewhere's over there.
But I'm still punching you in the chest.
Yeah.
That fucking hard.
So I caught
And
a
you are-
45.
yes.
I caught a 45 in the chest, wearing soft armor, years ago, and I could only akin to a full size sledgehammer, like we see in John Wick 1 when he eviscerates his basement, being MLB swung into your fucking rib cage.
Yes.
That bitch hurts so goddamn bad. I would love to say, man, I took that shit and I just got down a little bit. No, let me tell you, the noise that came out of me when I was hit by that motherfucker was not manly at all.
So you're not getting penetrated. That's the difference. So,
Well, it's just like a bulletproof
so
vest.
them holding the suits up, as and expecting the fabric to just absorb all the shock, that is unrealistic.
Yeah, you're breaking an arm.
When you see in the second one, I believe, when he goes to get his suit tailored, right? And the tailor tells him that he has fucking the Kevlar that can be blown into it, right? And he tells him it'll stop a bullet,
but it'll hurt.
But it's gonna hurt like hell.
Yeah, because it's gonna hurt
Well,
like
I
hell.
remember that, but also like close range, like a knife can go through it.
Yes, knife can go
Kevlar,
through.
yeah.
But that goes more towards flak jacket versus bulletproof vest.
No. There is the only bulletproof soft armor out there that is knife proof is the FRAS by
But once
Safe
again,
Life.
that's what I was saying. It goes more towards flak versus bulletproof vest. There are
the highest rating soft armor you have.
I understand.
Is bulletproof, but not knife proof.
That's what I'm saying. It's a flat proof is meant to more absorb sharp, strong, high flying projectiles.
But still projectile.
All right, versus a bulletproof vest. Yes, a bullet is coming at you at high speed, but it's still relatively a blunt object. That is what it is. And that's why.
So a flak jacket is identified as a 1A rating that is lower than a 2A.
But a flak will protect you better from a knife attack than a traditional 3A bulletproof vest.
Nope.
I've
studied the ballistics on this.
100% disagreeing with you on that. That a bulletproof vest versus a sharp object is more likely to fail than a flak.
Your flak jacket is a 1A rating.
Yes, it is
more likely to allow any sharp object, such as a impalement with a knife or even an arrow, than a 2A. A 2A is still completely useless to a knife or an arrow.
All right. Well, the answer's been answered for Kevlar. Yeah. So.
But yes, they do happen. They are available. You can purchase a Kevlar bulletproof 2A rated suit for about $4,000. They look almost passable. They are bulky. They are heavy. They are very hot.
Heavy. Yes.
There are some systems out there, such as the Safe Life Defense FRAS, F-R-A-S. That's this flexible rifle armor system, which is incredible. It's very small ceramic discs that are overlaid with each other.
Basically dragon skin from the new age.
Essentially, that is a 3A level. That will stop a 5.56 223. That will stop a 7.62.
Depending on how many times.
It will not stop a 308.
No, it won't.
But any one of those, you're going to wish you had been stopped. But you will live, unfortunately. It's
a cool story, though.
Yeah, something like that. What we see in these movies with the flexible armor, I would say, is displayed more akin to the FRAS system.
So it's fictional.
It is fictional to a point. It is creative license.
Yeah.
There we go. I would put creative license on that one. And then I would put John Wick 4 as completely fucking fictional, because there is no soft armor system out there in the world that's going to spark when you shoot it. It's also not going to ding like you hit a 55-gallon drum.
That was funny.
I was having a ongoing hernia the entire time I was watching that. So that'd be my number one complaint there.
The only thing I was thinking, if it was like a different version of a dragon scale, but instead of using ceramic, it was using a plating system.
It's like using, I think they were trying to go with like steel fiber woven into a Kevlar pattern.
Yeah.
But it's still not going to go ping, ding, cling.
But if they were using a plating system versus ceramic system, you have a potential of getting the pings. But even then, it's still going to be so goddamn heavy.
Yeah, it's just not a thing.
So what would you say is the most unrealistic part of the movies?
John Wick 4 being shot in the suit and hearing a ding.
That's the most unrealistic part of all four movies.
No, I disagree. I think the most unrealistic part of the movies as a whole is when they're holding up the suits to protect them and not immediately getting their skull cracked from the impact.
So
each and every
you don't
round.
when they get, it's funny because when you see them get shot, right, their jackets don't move.
Yeah,
no, they don't.
Like
all.
In John Wick 1, the most unrealistic thing is you see him firefighting in the parking lot right before he goes into the church, and stepping completely out from behind the Escalade.
That was a little odd of his
Shoot me in the fucking thighs, baby.
Yeah.
That's how you die really quickly. And I was like, oh, okay, that's, he just looked cool. That was a nice shot.
Or the amount
whatever.
of times he got hit by a car.
That too.
Yeah.
That bitch must have fucking hurt. Well, though, to be fair.
I tell you, his chiropractor fucking loves him.
To be fair.
All right.
He probably also knows, oh, God, there's a car. Jump a little bit.
There was a couple times where
he just fucking sent
he
it.
didn't see it. Boom. Like outside the fucking church.
Then you're right.
When the other guy's bodyguard and shit went to go get the car, fucking yeeted his ass right into the fucking other one.
That was fucking hilarious. But yeah, and we went from that little bit of a that's not a thing to John Wick 4 where we have super suits now.
Yeah.
And
I still find it unrealistic. I'm sorry, but you find those unrealistic. I find it unrealistic how John Wick is making all these falls and not breaking bones and stuff like that.
Again, if you practice,
absolutely right.
If you practice parkour for
it's not even
years,
parkour. It's
the reason I say that in a practical skill in real world, if you practice that particular school of whatever, then you can know how to fall and how to flop and how to roll out in concussions like that.
Any
safely.
sort of
and it becomes
grappling combat, you're going to learn how to fall.
Yeah.
And to absorb the impact through the largest amount of your body as you can to lessen the potential damage factor. You're going to automatically learn how to do that. And I didn't even have that much of a problem with it.
At the end of 3, when he gets shot off the roof, right?
But I will say,
especially when he hits the fucking railing going down, like
he hits him,
that's a
and he
broken
hits him,
arm right there.
It shows him how fucked up he hits him. And then when he got dragged into the Bowery King's fucking thing, and he's like, fuck you. I'm hurting. All right. At least he's showing he is fucked.
Oh, yeah.
All right. He is fucking hurting.
So tell me, John, are you pissed off?
Fuck you. All right. And I gave respect to that. I'm like, yes, this is unrealistic to fall. Odds are he's dead in 99% of the time.
There is some organ in there that is just piss and blood.
Fucked. A kidney has popped like a balloon. All right. No,
I could definitely see that. There's no way you can survive that fall.
Not that dramatic though in Batman with Christian Bale.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? When he went No, I said not that dramatic.
Oh, I was thinking Patterson.
No. When he goes from the fucking roof over to the fire escape,
yep.
And you see him bounce, and he's fucking cracking his ribs, and shit.
You gonna feel that shit in the morning.
Yeah.
That's why I find it very unrealistic on how John Wick can survive that fall, and also like going down the stairs and everything else, and being able to.
No, the stairs is 100% believable to me.
That
100% believable.
Well, yeah, you can fall down the stairs, but be able to just go right back up after.
I could absolutely believe that, especially with your adrenaline pumping the way it is.
And that's a lot of adrenaline because
he's a man of sheer fucking will.
Exactly.
But you got to remember though, his training teaches him how to fall and roll.
I mean, there was a stewardess in World War II who got shot out of a passenger, or the passenger plane got shot down.
The tail section of the passenger plane was ripped off during exceptional turbulence. She fell from 35,000 feet and survived.
Yes, she survived. And this is a bitch who isn't trained to fucking absorb anything.
Although everybody else on the plane died.
Fuck them. They're not as badass as she was.
They do leave that out in the little tidbit. The tail section popped off, and the stewardess that was in that tail section lived. All of the other passengers fucking.
But it's to show that the human body can absolutely
take the punch.
Take the punch.
There was a couple in 2009 who for their
and that was 30-some thousand feet versus John Wick, who was hitting shit every 20 feet.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a couple in 2009 that got married and right after their wedding went skydiving as part of their honeymoon beginning. And their chute did not deploy, or rather her chute did not deploy, and she landed face first at about 180 miles an hour and lived.
Went splat?
No, she broke the fall with her face. So it eggshelled the skull, and she somehow lived.
And good for her new husband to stay with her. Good for that, because that bitch was fucked. That bitch was fucked. fucked up.
There's no coming back from that.
No.
Yeah, there was a lot of steel and plastic involved just to get a semblance of a human face back.
Fuck that shit.
No, but it's good to
transplant.
show that.
Was that at Skydive Orange? That feels like Skydive Orange.
It wasn't.
You know they have.
It wasn't. It
so
wasn't.
you know
it
they
wasn't.
have the national record for the amount of deaths for a skydive place.
Yes. Yes.
That is not something to fucking rave about.
No.
That leave a bad.
From what I've heard, I've not double checked that, but from what I've heard,
the human body can absorb an amazing amount of punishment.
Yeah.
It absolutely can. And we keep going to John Wick 3, where he's shot off the building and bounce. But that at most is 20 feet at a time. All right, and he's landing in an awkward fucking way each fucking time. But you're only building up a certain amount of momentum between one fall to the next fall. You only have a certain amount of max.
It's
momentum.
still a bunch of broken bones. I mean, arms and legs.
That's hence why. He's fucking face first on the fucking floor and flicking off Lawrence Fishburne's character because he's fucking mad.
See, well, that's the thing. They do drag him. They drag him, and I think he spends like over a year training himself because he was
getting better. And
the beginning
healing.
of part 4 was him inside that gym, punching on the punching bag.
Yes, he is straight up Captain America after the fucking thaw out. Rebuilding himself.
Yeah.
Who else was so fucking pumped to see Lawrence Fishburne?
I love fucking him.
I love
fucking Larry.
You love fucking him, huh?
I do.
You know what's the funny thing is that they both.
I was Larry. All right.
I was watching this and I was thinking, Morpheus and Neo back in the movie.
Yeah,
together.
man.
I didn't even think about that.
Warms my fucking heart.
But the way
Trinity
he played it so differently. He played it so goddamn differently, and I loved it.
No, he played it like a fucking
his role was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
He did amazing on his.
What was that thing where the adjudicator?
Adjudicator.
Did like
seven cuts.
Yep. Because I thought he actually killed him and didn't realize he just scarred him up.
Yep.
Just like in Winston, what was his punishment?
I love that. Sometimes you gotta cut
Winston's
him,
punishment was losing Charon. That's what fucking Winston's punishment was.
That's right, and that was his closest friend right there.
And that broke my fucking heart.
That sucked.
Fucking Lance Reddy going out like a bitch.
What sucked worse about
that pissed me off so
is
much.
that he died right after they killed him off in John Wick, and then he dies. It's like
what was cool.
And then he's also in the new White Man Can't Jump, and he fucking dies in that like a little bitch too.
Oh Jesus!
What was cool about his whole thing? So he was a gamer, right?
Yeah. What was
And
it? Fortnite?
Destiny.
No, not
wasn't it?
Destiny. Yeah.
Destiny. So
He was a voice for them, too,
guild,
wasn't
and everyone there fucking had their own.
They had a little funeral,
little ceremony.
Yeah, because
They found out he was playing the game the day before he passed.
Yeah, and his character was still logged in, and so while his character is just standing there, inactive, AFK and shit like that, everybody came around and just fucking paid tribute to his game character, who's just standing there because
they did that on World. They did that on World of Warcraft for many people. There's been actually on World of Warcraft like funerals on the episode
for the character actually still to be standing there while you. And also, this is the guy who also voiced a character in the fucking game.
Yeah,
a major character. It broke my heart to see Lance die in real life, and then to see him go out like such a bitch.
That
and
stung.
Fucking John Wick 4 after all the badass.
I can't say he went out like a bitch though.
He did.
No.
He did. He just went pop pop bam. I'm like, this is not the way this character should go out.
Well, he was brave though because he was the one that stood up to.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it was sad.
Damn it, man!
That's not the way he should have gone out.
Did anybody notice the whole thing about Donnie Yen and being blind and also
if Winston
rogue
wasn't a fucking cunt, Charon would still be alive.
Winston told him he didn't need to be there.
He told him he shouldn't be there.
Yeah, but he was his. He respected Winston. Like he loved Winston.
Yes.
But Donnie Yen playing two blind characters.
Oh, I loved it.
Playing
Loved it.
Blind character in Rogue One.
Does this motherfucker have like macular degeneration? We just don't know about it yet.
Have you watched Imp Man? Have you ever watched Imp Man?
I've never seen Imp Man. No. I've
Man.
seen Imp Man.
There's three of them, and that's Donnie Yen.
IP Man, like internet proxy.
I thought it was.
I always read it and heard it as IP.
Okay.
IP.
Oh, I heard it was Imp.
Okay.
No, there's no M.
I seen the cover of it. It's IP Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seen
IP Man 2,
interviews
IP
where
Man
people say
3.
Imp Man. So yeah, but he was good
Maybe
at those.
Ip?
Maybe it was that. Maybe I just didn't hear that.
An imp is a tiny little.
There is no
demon.
M.
But no, Donnie Yen. I thought him
He
as
did wonderful.
Kane. I believe his character.
And then at the credit scene and getting ready to be taken care of.
Yep.
I was like, yep, that's perfect. That fits so damn well.
Well, he welcomed it. I mean, he said at the beginning, "I'll see you." What did he say right after he killed her father? Remember,
I'll be waiting for you.
Yes, I'll be waiting for you. So that he was already expecting it was going to happen. But I thought his character was great, and the fact that he respected John Wick altogether, just like I enjoyed Common because he was the exact same thing as Cassian.
No,
you don't think he respected John Wick?
No, I think his name was Cassian.
Cassian?
I think his name was Calcium.
Fucking done.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was fucking Cassius Clay. All right?
Which one? The white one or the black one?
The black one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flow like a butterfly and
And then he changed the name to Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was the same respect.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think
Not
it
at all.
was because there's a scene inside the bar where, the whole reason he was so mad because John Wick killed his ward.
Yeah.
The sister to the Santiago, whatever his name is. And basically you could I said that wrong?
It's a little bit different. Yes, it was his ward, but also it's a little bit different than
an actual friendship.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say it's a friendship, but I think he respected John Wick. He was just doing what
but he respected him as far as business is business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Type situation.
That's as far as it went. As far as respect
versus
goes.
Donnie Yen's character was they seemed like they actually had a
care for each other.
Yes, be outside of the job.
Well, I mean, they're in the church and when he says, John Wick, I've missed you and everything else. Like he loves being around him, but he's doing what he's being honest to the high table, basically.
Because
He's
they
being
own
forced.
his fucking marker. And
not being
which
honest.
which is another point I need to bring up is that John Wick brought all this shit on himself.
He did, 100%.
On every single movie, he kept making the wrong fucking choice. He should have just done the marker.
Was it the wrong choice?
He had
He
a
did
marker.
just do the marker. And Fuckhead decided to take retribution
he
on
did
him for
not
what
take
he
the
did.
marker. He refused it. Then he loses his house. And then he
Okay.
goes for it and jumps.
If John had just stayed out of the
John's got
fucking
enough money,
game
he's fine.
in the first fucking place, then the marker would never have been called in. The guy was holding on to the marker, but he was respecting the fact that John was out of the game. He's like, all right, John, he's out of the game. I'm not going to call this fucking marker back in because the man's out of the game. John chose to come back into the game, so thereby the marker becomes active again. So
you're going
thereby
to tell
it can
me
be called
you're
in.
going to sit by.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I understand. 100%.
How about you, Ragnar?
100%.
Somebody comes and fucks up your dogs and steals your fucking car. You just going to chill?
All right, if
No,
it's
not
just
at
my
all.
dog.
Okay. How about you, bud?
If it was literally just my dog in my car, then yeah. But it wasn't just a dog in the car.
No, for
That's
him,
the thing.
no.
Yeah,
the
bitch, I'll
dog-
stop at the dog. That's enough for me,
No,
bro.
The
They
dog
ain't
was a
never
gift
gonna
from
find
his
your ass.
wife, so he respected
In
the
order
dog even
to
more.
fuck with a major fucking gang lord's fucking son.
Don't care.
I'm like, you know what? I'm out of the
All
game.
men are equal, baby.
Yep, I'm done. I'm out of the game. I know I can wreck some shit. I'm probably just gonna call his dad and say, hey, you guys owe me a fucking dog and a fucking car. Because of this, the dad would have beat the shit out of the fucking son and then gotten me some really nice fucking cars and some fucking dogs to stop me from coming back into the fucking game. But it's because of what the dog was.
It wouldn't have the value.
And the picture that the car had inside of it. It wasn't the dog. It wasn't the car. It's what the dog in the car was connected to. That's why he had no choice. And I understand 100%. But if John had just stayed the fuck out of the game, then Winston would have still been fine. Halle Berry's character would have still been fine.
Am I not normal? Because I feel like you try to shoot at my dog and don't even succeed. That's enough for me.
Once again, if I didn't have the connect, if you give me the dog, if I just happen to randomly adopt a random fucking dog out of the pound, like I do currently, and shit like that, I'm gonna call in to the higher ups to avoid, wrecking all of the shit and being paid the respect that I am due as that character. But because the dog was the gift from the dead wife and everything like that, that's a different.
Well, that's what made a difference.
John didn't give a fuck about his car. He gave a fuck about the picture that was in the glove box of his fucking car. That's all he gave a fuck about.
That's fair.
All right. He didn't give a fuck about any individual thing. He gave a fuck about the connection he had to his wife.
Which, for the record, I love that.
Which, by the way,
can you fix it? Sure, I'll have it ready. Christmas 2030.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
So if John, like I said, if John had just stayed the fuck out of it, so many people would still be alive. How, everybody would have still been alive, been happy.
So you feel like it was his fault?
Huh?
You feel like it was his fault?
No, ultimately it was the douchebag son who fucked with shit he shouldn't have been fucking with. But if John had been more the mature person and just picked up the phone and made a phone call when the shit started popping off, all the shit would have been avoided in the first place. All of it. All right, and John could have stayed retired. That cop that was buddy with him, that knew his fucking background, wouldn't have had to fucking deal with 87 fucking bodies just showing up at a fucking doorstep.
Hey, that's just job security, baby.
None of this would have fucking happened. Lawrence Fishburne's character would have been cool to just keep fucking being the king of the fucking homeless motherfuckers. Everybody would have been fine. No problems would have been happening.
All right.
He would have never had to fall off a roof. All right. Everything would have been fine.
I got a question about a scene here. Actually, this is something I wanted to talk about. Is when they're doing the poker thing with the fat guy.
Yes,
and he already knew what was on the card, and all of them. It's kind of like a typical movie thing where everybody has great fucking hands.
Yeah,
I don't know how every fucking movie Maverick does that, where everybody's got like a fucking royal flush, or somebody's got a four of a kind.
Shit, our last poker game.
The reason you do that, especially when you're stacking the deck, is to make traditionally you would do that to get other people to go all in. All right, to bet heavy because they see this great fucking hand they have. All right, and so you are tempting them. Yes, give me money, ha, I win. That's the reason you always will give them great hands. You don't want to give them a shit hand for them to go out, before the flop even happens.
But how do you think Kane knew his hand? Him being blind,
he used the Force.
The Force is strong with me. I am one with the Force.
He could smell the cards.
So I'm wondering if he's just legally blind, because he did hold him up to his face.
Well, he took his eyes out. Wasn't that part of that was something that he gave up his eyes?
Yes.
To the
that's right.
So that is legally blind.
I mean,
it is.
Not exactly just cusping the qualifier though. That is very much so fucking done.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was basically just like where John Wick gave half his finger.
That's right.
It was he gave his eyes and everything else, but he was still badass no matter what with it. Just like that fucking scene with him going against the.
Oh no! Kane was just playing like you did when you were rolling the D20.
Yes. Yes. Fuck it, let's roll.
Sorry, our fans have no idea what that was. We had a fucking. We had a poker game here a while back, and for shits and giggles, Stu goes, "I'm just gonna play blind." I was like, "Okay, let me raise you." That he goes, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I just hand him a fucking D20 Dungeons and Dragons dice."
Yes.
And I was like, "So if it's a 10, you hold. If it's less than 10, you fold. If it's more than."
You raise.
You're going to raise. And he goes, all right, fucking 17. Shit. Okay, fucking 19. Oh, shit. Fucking 13. Oh, fucking shit. Nat 20. Jesus Christ, I go all in.
Yep.
That was a funny night.
It was.
That was a fun game. The poker games are always fun when we do it.
That was pretty baller.
Yeah, that's also that one time where you won with like twos or something like that. Didn't you like a whole hand with just twos?
Yeah, shit happens.
It does. Right. It works.
Pulling that tequila hand.
Another issue that I had though was also what wasn't really much of an issue is the fact that the world building in these movies has gotten bigger. And
amazing.
And in the second was the third or second movie where basically he's walking in the park after he's given that hour. Mm-hmm. And Winston tells him, "I'm giving you an hour."
Run, bitch!
And he pauses.
He tells the third one.
Everybody to stop.
It was the beginning of the third one, I believe. Yeah. Everybody in that park pauses, which makes you think, is the whole fucking world Hitman? Like
No.
everybody, because
So-
it made it look like in that scene, like the whole fucking.
He had simply set it up
He
as
set it up
basically a
that
flash
way.
mob.
Yeah.
He
There's a
set it up to
flash mob
show
of Hitman.
him
Yeah.
his power.
It just felt weird because it was the home, like I love the homeless guy, the one dude, especially when he gives him the coin and he covers him up and everything else. I thought that was really cool.
You guys
This
have any
makes Stu's point earlier.
That was nice.
Winston is New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winston and the Continental is the above ground table related assassins. The Bowery and the Bowery King is everybody who does not give a fuck what the table does.
Yeah.
Or wants or tries to do.
I love the Bowery King.
That's my people.
The
But
Bowery
they
King.
still do. They still actually do care because everything resides below the table. That's why the Bowery King doesn't immediately have.
Did you watch the same movies we did?
If the Bowery King did not give a fuck about the high table when that shaved haired bitch fucking showed up,
the adjudicator
bitch would have gone. All right, he would have had her erased right then and there. He would not have stood there and been cut the fuck up. No. It was out of respect and fear of the goddamn high table.
Out of respect for the people that worked for him, yes. No. Because if he made any move against her, then they would come through and wipe him out.
Because
they
none
already
of them
did, though.
But none of them, you
Not
just
up to that
said
point.
none of them
Not when
gave
they
a
first
fuck
did.
about the high
Yeah.
table. So if none of them gave a fuck about the high table, then they would have fucking gone back against the fucking high table and fought back. No. He just stood there and took being cut up like a fish, all right, because of the power that the high table wielded. All right, so
Yeah, but he was trying- he was trying to go over the high
reason he was
table.
allowed to gain the level of power that he did was the high table allowed him to get to that level. At any time, they could have fucking goddamn dimmed his light real fucking quick at any fucking time. But they're like, no, we need the people, above board, the suit wearing, high dollar motherfuckers, and we need the fucking gutter trash. We need them both. So we'll give them fucking people to listen to on both sides.
God damn, bro.
I'm sorry, that's the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
That's the way it is. All right, we need to allow them to have people to look up to and idolize, and hopefully one day to become. And there we go. Oh, show that.
So you're going to be pretty
go
upset
ahead and do
when
it.
John Wick 5 comes around and they wipe out the high table, huh?
I'm not.
No, it sounds
Because
like
you
you
know
are,
what's
because
gonna
they're
happen?
above everything.
You
and
know
that's
what's
how it
going to
should
happen
stay,
then?
right?
Just like all throughout fucking history, a new fucking high table, whatever you want to fucking call it, fucking takes power. That's goddamn history. That's the way it is. There's always a ruling class above others.
Yeah,
that's
what
the way
happens
it
is
always
they
is.
get power, they become corrupt by the power.
Yes.
Somebody wipes them out. They
And
get
they
power.
become- exactly.
Over time, they become corrupt.
Exactly.
And because of that corruption,
And
they
that's
get
what
wiped
Winston
out.
is. Winston already is corrupted. Winston already feels he's above the other people that he is in charge of to protect and be representatives
No, I
of.
think he's totally right in
based
thinking
on-
they have no fucking
But they do
right to be
by
there.
destroying his entire fucking world by fucking deconsecrating his fucking house. Like, boom, bitch, your fucking house is dirt now.
All right, well,
boom.
Here's a question: do you all think that John Wick is dead?
Huh?
No.
Yes.
No.
The directors flat out said yes.
The director flat out said we're getting a fifth one.
Yes, they did. In that universe.
All right, so it's not going to be John Wick.
No, it's John Wick 5.
It is.
Without John Wick.
Well, the spinoff will be Ballerina, but
Yeah.
John Wick 5 is coming.
Yeah, we're getting Ballerina, John Wick 5, The Continental, and then a fourth unnamed as of yet project within the same universe.
So they're trying to create the Conjuring
See,
universe with John Wick
I can't see
universe.
John Wick 5 without John Wick in it.
We've not been introduced to
I
any
thought it would be
villain
like a
character.
prequel, that's
We've
what I
not
was
been.
thinking.
The Continental is going to be the prequel. We've not been introduced to any other option other than John Wick.
There is no good ending for John.
No.
The ending that John had in 4 was
Which,
the most
by the way,
satisfying ending that you could possibly
I would like to go ahead and
expect
play
from him.
that last Hello Goodbye.
wanted.
Exactly.
This is what-
That's why I believe that John is dead. John is not a hero. He's not. he is
No,
absolutely.
I'm calling him a hero for ending that fuckstick of a marquee. But this
High
this
table's
clip
still there.
is fantastic for where he's going.
Kane. John. Saying goodbyes.
Saying hello.
You think your wife can hear you?
No.
And why bother?
Maybe I'm wrong.
That sums it up very
That is a
well.
very beautiful scene, by the way.
It is. It's gorgeous.
And especially when they're both sitting in there. Especially, I love how Kane says,
You're
I
gonna
miss
die,
you, John.
John.
Yeah, he
Maybe
says,
not.
if I had to pick you and I had to pick my daughter, I'm going to pick my daughter. I mean, I think we all agree we do the same exact thing.
Absolutely.
But the fact is that he still cares about John.
Yep.
And the way John plans it, I think John was already heading for death. He wanted to die. He wanted to be with his wife.
Yes.
You know, he was done.
Well,
He
he's
also
already
knew there
said
is
so,
no
and-
way out. There is no way out.
Yeah, paradise for him is being able to see his wife.
Yeah.
And his wife is not here in the living plane.
But in the meantime, while he was
So-
doing that, he was also giving, Winston back the Continental, his power back. He was giving Kane, his daughter to be protected.
Well, yeah, he's still alive. He's going to try to help out.
He was
his
helping
wife.
everybody out. So he was actually sacrificing himself for his friends.
He was.
In a way. And I thought that was really neat how he did that. I thought that was a very honorable thing that he did. But I love how, when they did the, first of all, that was a great thing.
You know what fucking broke my heart?
The duel at the end.
Will you take me home?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But the duel, the old fashioned duel.
Yes.
And John never shot.
You arrogant ass.
He did the right thing. 100% played the fucking rules against that motherfucker. He knew he was going to be such a fucking douchebag and claim that fucking right himself. So he purposely took a shot just to make sure he had another round to fucking light that bitch up.
Yep. And he was willing to take the pain by getting shot and everything. It was a great scene, and it was a very almost like Western type of theme.
And if John lived through that, now if they come back, in John Wick 5, John's all okay and everything like that, that takes away that entire scene, everything that he fucking did in that end fucking scene. It takes the power away.
That's why I don't understand why they're making a John Wick 5.
I don't not.
It
believe.
is a good ending, but yes, it's going to make more money.
It's the right ending for his character.
Keanu wants to make as many of these movies as he can to make the people happy. I think that
really, because what I read is Keanu helped influence with the director because they shot.
Keanu said before, I'll keep making
Well,
John Wick movies until
they shot an alternate ending.
The ending that they shot is not the one we see.
What did they shoot?
So when Winston and Bower King are at the cemetery and looking at it, and you see the dog.
Oh, you're supposed to see a shadow.
Yeah,
a shadow.
Yeah, the dog looking off to the side. They had shot that scene where you see Keanu fucking off to the side of the shit like that, and the dog's looking straight at that motherfucker. All right, and letting him know, all right, they're basically faked his fucking death in order to get away from everything. But then the director and Keanu afterwards are like, you know what? We're not topping this. This is the only way that John's character makes sense to end. All right, he cannot have a happy quote unquote ending.
No.
All right, at least this way, what he dies for makes sense and fits right with everything. And John gets to be with his fucking wife.
Yep.
All right, this is the only thing that makes sense for his fucking character. Let's cut it right here. Let's not have John standing off to the fucking side. John is fucking dead. That's it. And let's expand the fucking entire goddamn universe around this. All right. And he is just one piece of the entire fucking puzzle. And anything that happens afterwards is stuff that he helped inspire by the havoc that he wreaked upon this fucking world to show that one man can stand up against the brutality of the table.
Like it should be.
I'm not saying the table is
You've
good
been
people.
defending them all night.
I understand the table.
You've been defending the table all night.
Table.
All right, but
we need the fucking table.
Do you, or do you just need the Continental?
We need the table.
Anyway, your shirt reminded me of something. In John Wick 4, when they're right before the top down like kill house looking,
my favorite fucking scene of all.
Fucking
That was awesome.
amazing cinematography.
Yes.
Right before it goes to that angle, we see these guys creeping through that house, and the Malinois just kind of sneak up on one dude. Yeah. Did you notice the gun he had? It was a fucking modernized Tommy gun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
straight up blacked out, fucking M-lock rail on the front, and a collapsible. I think it was a 6-position stock on the back end of that. I'm like, dude, that thing's badass.
Interesting.
Secondly, Keela, and we see in Berlin.
Okay.
That entire fight was improv. That whole fucking thing was improv. Keanu has gotten so good with the martial arts and on-screen fighting that they just rolled with it. They're like, okay, we got to fight and punch him in the face a lot.
That was the same thing with Kane.
Yeah.
And shit. Their whole fight sequence was improv.
Almost entirely.
Yeah.
Like they had loose guidelines. We're going to do this, this, and this, and let's make it happen, bro.
Yeah.
And he just fucking sent it.
Yeah. They tried choreographing the fight scene for it.
Yeah.
And when they went back and when they got done with it and watched it, what they were doing, they looked at the whole fucking thing and said, it just does not look right. Like, all right, so you're holding your gun and I'm gonna lift and then I'm gonna hold my gun under here and then you're gonna lift my gun up and then we're gonna keep doing this over and over and over again.
To bother
like,
with.
It doesn't work. It doesn't flow well at all.
Yeah. But they got to the point where they just trusted him so much. They're just like, fucking let's have it. Let's see what happens. But and Scott Adkins, he goes, here's the quote. He goes, it looks really cool, but at the end of the day, you're in a fat suit, you're soaking wet, and you've got Keanu Reeves punching you in the face. So
and getting shot in the ass and a fucking axe thrown at your ass.
That scene altogether was fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. That
And
was
that
another circle of hell, by the way. Do you notice nobody bats an eye until Keela's fucking dead and his power is gone? Now they all flee.
Yeah.
That's a representation of one of the circles of hell.
So, you want to kill him? You want to kill him? I want to kill him. What about you, Mr. Wick?
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, for better, of course, yeah. But it looks like we have ourselves a genuine conundrum. A quandary, if you will. A real-life dilemma. So, I thought we'd play a game. One hand. The winner decides who lives and who does not.
I thought his acting was really good in that.
He
fucking
was.
Role.
He was very
He
good.
played a really like I want this guy to die type of character.
Mhm.
But the way that he did his round kicks in that fat suit was kind of astounding. Like I was like,
very.
Listen,
wow.
I've seen some dudes like at Goot. I'm sure you've seen some heavier guys in martial arts have incredible movement,
flexibility.
Yeah,
Yes.
like that. I didn't know you could bend like that. I've seen some high kicks from these motherfuckers
You
that are
catch
like
that first hit, you're like, holy shit, hello.
and that's like when you see him spin around and fucking clothesline John.
Yeah.
That's a shit that will absolutely happen on the mat.
Oh, yes.
Like, it looks like some WWE shit, but let me tell you, when you have a dude that is used to, on the daily, moving around 700 pounds of meat, and they punch you, it is incredible the amount of fucking forces behind that bitch.
You have not lived life yet.
Just straight surprise, motherfucker.
Yep.
But yeah.
Lord Fries, motherfucker.
Bow ties, motherfucker. School supplies, motherfucker.
That was a great fucking skit.
Love that show. But no, I've seen some guys actually that big move that well, incredibly. But it never makes sense. It just doesn't compute in the brain.
No, see, the funny thing is that
It's
you thought
physically
that
impossible.
Yeah, it's like, that's not how that's supposed to work.
the funny thing is you thought that the guy was a coward because he kept running, but then all of a sudden he just like you shot me in the ass, and then he stands there and then he's like doing these fucking route and just like picking him up and throwing him and everything. It's just like then he starts running again, and the way that he falls, landing right on his head with that fucking look on his face when he's taking the teeth out, because I think he was taking it so he can take it back
Proof
to the
of death.
Proof of death to get into that Russian family.
Get back into his family.
Yeah, his family. But great fucking
I
scene.
just thought about something. In the John Wick universe, anybody who's fat's bulletproof.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Sorta.
yeah, fucking.
You like the big dude, the big Hawaiian dude or Asian dude?
The big, sumo
Gets shot in
wrestler
the head
dude.
and then he's still getting up.
Fucking takes what is it, 6 rounds and then one in the head before he's not even
Well, that fucking
dead.
bullet's got to go through all the fucking blubber and shit.
It is
And then-
drastically slow.
It's just like it's hard to shoot. You can't shoot a bullet in underwater and it's just going to slow down. It's the same thing with fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
No,
That's
it's
just me assuming that.
in the swing in the pool scene.
Yeah.
That's totally accurate. That will absolutely boom about 3 feet. It's done.
Mythbusters proved that.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
But and then in John Wick 4, you got the 2 sumo guys that are bodyguards for Shimatsu, and he's like, "Take care of them," and they just start bum rushing a bunch of dudes with full autos, and they take 45 fucking rounds, and it's still whip ass. I'm like, what the shit is this? They're in kimonos.
That guy don't need body armor.
So, okay, that's an interesting thing I hadn't thought about for John Wick. That's nifty.
Was it true that the director of this is also going to do a Ghost of Tsushima movie?
Yes.
That's going to be so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here.
Well, I know one thing. That director is definitely going to get hired for a lot of projects with how well he
Dude,
did on
I
these
fucking
John Wick
hope
movies.
so. I really hope so.
The fact that a stuntman turned into a director and he did a great job, and he's worked on so many
and
great
what is it?
epic
Is it
movies.
1311?
87.
The martial arts team?
Yes, that's correct.
1311? I want to see more joint work with them and Terran Tactical for action movies from
For
here on out.
choreography, just the whole action
they
plan,
do
just
such a good job. We deserve this. Maybe not. We don't deserve shit, but I think we need it.
Well, the movie industry needs it.
Yes.
The crowd, the public, they want this movie. 'Cause they want action again. Not just fucking Marvel or DC movies. Real authentic action movies.
Because like this is today's Die Hard. Except
you actually
it's
brought
believable.
that up in either the Predator show or there was another show when we were talking about action movies.
It was not too long ago.
Yeah, I remember you saying how can't wait till we talk about this in John Wick because this is nowadays action. This is a different type of action. It's more
This is
hands-on,
how they keep
close,
raising the bar.
Yeah, well, it's like hands-on, close action because a lot of this was seeing Keanu Reeves like rolling constantly, moving the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I mean, that's what I mainly see right there.
Yeah.
All the rolling and headlocks and everything else. And
So he uses a lot of judo, which I love the description of. It's the art of repeatedly hitting your opponent with the earth.
Knockball. It's the Korean term for that.
Yeah, and then Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which is the delicate art of folding clothes with people still in them.
Yep. It's well said. I mean, think about it. This is the first time you'll ever see someone handling nunchucks and a gun at the same time.
That blew my fucking mind, dude. And when
that
you
shit
saw
there
it,
was funny.
when you saw it, you're like, "That's not how you use nunchucks."
No, it's not.
And
Well,
then
he's
you're
got
like,
the guy fucking bent over the podium, and he just
"Bam, bam, 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 bam." I was like, you know what? That's a very American way to use nunchucks.
Damn right.
The only thing I hear when that is going on is when Iron Man and the Hulk are fighting.
Oh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go
Go
to
to
sleep.
sleep, go to 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 sleep, go to
oh,
sleep.
you're talking about the
That's
the
all I
Hulk?
fucking hear.
You remember you're talking about
Yes,
the Hulk Buster?
That's what I'm talking
Avengers
about.
2.
That's what I'm talking
With
about.
that I know what you were saying. Fuck, never mind.
We just deflated Goot. Are you all right, bud? Hold on, I got to turn on the compressor.
All I said was Hulkbuster. You didn't say that. You just said the thing Iron Man. I was asking about the thing, the Hulkbuster. Fuck. I'm gonna give up.
We appreciate you, Ron.
I don't.
Thanks, Stu. Fuck you too.
Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered everything there is to cover on this movie.
Pretty fucking close, I think.
I would love to say there's so much dialogue we can really pick apart, but
yeah,
some people just talk with their fists a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a fucking,
that's his line.
There's a compilation video on YouTube which is just every time somebody says yeah in John Wick universe. Yeah.
Just have that playing to a song.
Yeah. That's
a different
the villain,
version.
That's the villain we need in John Wick 5.
Remix to a Little John.
I would like to
Do you
bring
mind
up.
do you mind if I play one more clip? Though?
Go ahead, absolutely.
There is a clip I want to play because it's,
Cassian.
yes, this is the scene because of the whole courtesy thing
Oh,
that I
it's
fucking
beautiful.
loved, and that's why he is actually one of my favorite characters. But I really wanted to play this clip. It's actually 2 clips, but it's combined, and it's not that long. But the dialogue between Cassian and John Wick inside the bar, I fucking loved.
Grazie. Grazie mille. I had a marker. Whose? Her brother. I see. You had no choice. He wants her seat at the table. He'll get it now. Yeah. Yeah. So you're free. Am I? No. Not at all. You killed my ward. Someone I was close to. An eye for an eye, John. You know how it goes. Yeah. I'll make it quick. I promise. I appreciate that. I'll try and do the same. This round's on me. Consider it a professional courtesy.
Last stop on the southbound C train.
The blade is in your aorta. You pull it out, you will bleed and you will die.
This is the end of the line.
Consider this a professional courtesy.
This is the last stop.
See, I love that part because John Wick just turns that right back to him.
Oh,
with
it was beautiful.
The courtesy thing. And I really enjoyed that whole thing between them because he was doing his job, just like John Wick's doing his thing. Cassian was doing his thing because John Wick killed his ward. So they didn't hate each other. I mean, do you think they did?
No.
No,
Yeah,
not
that's
at
what
all.
I'm saying.
I don't think they liked each other.
The thing is that he was saying that, I'll kill you, but I'll make it quick and not pay for,
Well, I would say
Like
it's
I would do to
almost
you.
all professional.
probably.
Cassian, he was going after him not on business anymore because business was over. He was going after him because that was somebody that he protected.
Yeah,
and
it was personal.
Yeah, that was personal on his end. But at the same time, he was recognizing that he's only there because of professional reasons.
Yeah.
And that's
part
why
of
he
it
was
also could be considered professional reasons. The ward, even if you happen to get to my ward, part of the reason you hire badass motherfuckers is not only to protect me, but also if they happen to get by, to know that they're gonna go after you.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna fucking make you pay for what you did.
Yeah.
So it could still be considered professional. It's the role of what they do.
That's why I felt like John Wick was professional all the time through all 4 movies.
Yeah, I mean, and that brings us to, you were saying this is one of your favorite guys, but who was your favorite character other than John? Who's your favorite character?
Lance Reddick's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Let's pick one.
Just one.
I got 2.
Too bad. Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one.
The Bowery King.
Okay. Mention.
No.
Pick one.
You said yours is the Bowery King?
Yep.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick.
I would pick Marcus. Because, fuck his name.
Aurelio?
Little midgets
No.
are awesome.
Marcus in the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
His friend. Because it starts the theme of the movies. John Wick can't do this alone. He needs his friends to help him.
Yeah.
And just him being a badass character he was, Defoe is a cheat code actor to me. You put him in any fucking movie, he makes the movie that much fucking better.
Yeah.
So
I think they did him dirty in that one, honestly.
They did.
I'm kind of a scientist myself.
I think they did Willem dirty in that
No, I don't
movie. There was not enough of him for people to immediately go, "Oh yeah, that's right, he was in there,"
Which is fine because every time you see him, you're like, "Oh yeah, motherfucking goddamn Willem Dafoe.
That's true.
Fucking bad motherfucker." All right, and then you forget about him and forget about him, and all of a sudden,
No,
he
pops up again.
Motherfucking Keanu Reeves character. Good for him.
I did like that. I die in my own terms, you dick.
Damn right.
Well, I'll go ahead and pick mine. Mine's just Kane. I really
Kane's fucking badass.
Kane's gonna be because I respected him because he was basically just like another version of John Wick and just as powerful as John Wick. I think they were almost basically equal.
No, definitely not.
You
Just as
don't feel
powerful
like
as
it?
John Wick.
No,
Definitely not.
John Wick could see. He
Equal
wasn't blind.
But even while he was blind, he was
sake.
still kicking ass.
Just remind there was a Jesus. So there's
That's
a
what blind people
poet.
do sometimes.
Jesus.
If John did not hold his shot, if John did not make sure his shot
right.
didn't ring true, and he only wounded Kane, all right, in order to make sure that douchebag got close enough for him to fucking then kill him, Kane would have been a fucking bloody splotch.
You just
John
reminded me
was
of.
more powerful. John was the better fucking hitman, plain and simple.
There's a fucking interview. I forget what channel it was on, but you can find it on YouTube. It's like this 14 or 15-year-old girl. She's an author, but she's blind. And they're talking about how she's been involved with charity and she's done all these things. And the fucking interviewer goes, "My God, it's so impressive reading all these things. Is there anything you can't do?" And she just, without fucking missing a beat, see?
Yep.
I'm like, what the shit?
Good for her. Good job.
Wow.
My own makeup?
Fuck.
You said you wanted to discuss what our favorite kill scene was.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite
guess.
character?
He already said.
Did I?
No, he didn't.
No, he
was it?
didn't.
I could have sworn you did.
He didn't.
Not that he paid attention to know even if I
was.
did say it. I had not. I had not listed it yet.
Okay.
You look like you're looking for the answer to the fucking universe, dude. You're
Because
right.
I could have sworn I don't know. I'm fucking horrible.
Really?
It's a sleepiness. It's okay.
Honestly, I think I'd have to go with fuck. It's a little harder to know.
It was your fucking question.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, you said to be prepared.
Yeah, I'm never prepared. What the fuck are you saying?
It's cancer. It's a wife's cancer. That's your
That was
No,
yours.
that's your favorite. No, I think my favorite is actually I forget what his name was
It's not helpful.
in the actual movie, but the chef, Iron Chef.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
He played
Dacascos.
really well.
He was like a
played
fan. And the thing is, he was
He
like
was a fanboy.
Mark
He was a
Dacascos,
fanboy.
Yeah.
Yes, he played amazingly
He
well.
admired that guy so much.
That scene on the couch when he sits right next to John Wick and John Wick just moves over to the other side.
Yeah.
And then he just comes
such
over
a
and
big
says,
fan.
I'm just a fan. That just is just going on about
That was beautiful.
It was.
I loved it so much.
It was cute.
That was good. That was a good fight, wasn't it, John? Yeah.
All right, don't worry about me.
I
I'll
just
be
gotta
all right.
catch my breath. I'll catch up to you. No, you won't.
Flop.
That was, dude. That hurt.
Good death.
That hurt.
It was a good death.
Like, yeah,
Really?
yeah, it
That
was.
hurt?
But John Wick was getting his ass kicked in by those two little guys. Remember before he fought him?
Yeah, they're like two little fucking Gurkhas.
No, but those guys got away clean because John Wick didn't kill them.
Yeah.
They looked at him and was like, "Oh fuck this! We're just gonna lay right back down."
Yep.
He got to live.
You gotta know when you're beat, my dude. But yeah, I think Mark Dacascos' character is probably my favorite. Just because how much he looked up to him, how much he recognized why he's different than from everybody else. You know, that's why you're different, John. I wouldn't have stopped coming up to those kids. It was a very nice mutual respect aspect, and I think we saw a lot of that in Kane as well. But it was really exemplified at the end of that final fight with him.
I wanted sushi by him. I really did.
Yes,
It looked fucking delicious.
and you could probably find him and see if he can make you sushi
It
because
looks
he's an
fucking
actual
amazing.
chef.
He is.
What
He
was
is, and it looked
Yeah.
fucking yummy.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, but what did he do other than being a hitman just like John Wick? Did he work
made
for the
sushi.
No. Other than that,
Yes,
he
yes.
was like closer to the table in some way.
No.
because they.
He owed the table a service.
Okay, so that's what I was curious about because I felt like
he was
like a
the
higher
table's
up.
bitch.
Yeah.
He told them, "I am your service. I am served."
All of
Something
them
like that.
Okay.
are, that it is their pleasure to serve.
Yeah.
All right, that's what everybody on the table is.
So the other thing is favorite gun.
Okay, I don't know. 'Cause
No.
I don't know guns.
That's okay.
So I'm out of that one.
Because I know somebody in here has been eyeballing one,
Say the 9mm Viper.
the Viper,
Yeah.
which by the way is the first gun ever to be made for a movie and then also released as a production weapon. It was
That
actually
was a beautiful fucking sidearm.
yeah.
that really was.
It was launched basically at the same time the movie was.
Yeah.
And you can buy one.
The Kimber was nice.
The Kimbers are cool, but they're Kimbers, so
They're always
Like
cool.
I said, it was
to
nice.
put on a shelf and look at and allow.
That's why it was nice looking. It was nice looking.
They're super cool. Yeah, I think it's the Kimber
1911.
the Kimber 1911 combat carry.
Yeah.
I think it was.
No, I don't think it was a combat carry.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say all of them because they were being used the way they should be fucking used. Not sitting on a fucking shelf, not like, ooh, look what I got. No. These are weapons of fucking death. Let them do their fucking job. Let them eat. That's what they're fucking meant to do.
in this world, yes.
And they did their fucking jobs. When they were put in the hands of a skilled tactician, they did what they were meant to do. I'm going to say every fucking firearm that entered the hand of Wick or somebody along his level, those immediately became my favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I want Mr. Nobody's 1894. That thing's fucking badass.
That's a nice one.
You know what?
It was nice.
I don't know the name of it, but the revolver that he was like mixing the
one he put together.
Yeah.
It looked like an old Colt.
Yeah.
Army, U.S. Army.
Okay, it was half army, half something else. He was makeshifting that bitch from
one
two
bullet.
different firearms that were close enough together to be functional.
So fucking Schofield and a Colt.
It was. All right, yes, this firing pin is long enough, but it's also short enough to fucking fit right here. That was
a lot of movie magic, but it was neat. It was pretty neat.
By that knife battle, between right after that was actually pretty badass. The knife battle.
Is that your favorite fight?
I
all the glass.
enjoyed John
all the
Wick.
glass in that they're and grabbing weapons out. All the glass is CG.
I already knew that.
Yeah.
You could tell. Actually, when I was watching that, you could tell that it was CG. Whenever it was breaking, you can definitely tell that it was CG because I
didn't
assume,
get that.
no,
Yeah,
you could very well.
I couldn't tell.
I
could
thought it
tell
was just
that-
sugar glass.
Also, the glass in the scene in the third one with the guy, what's his name, Iron
Jesus.
Chef guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all CG too.
Oh, yeah.
But no, when you see the glass break and everything, you could tell it's CG in that scene. But the knives, oh yeah, I did because I even brought it up to Sammy while we were watching it.
Yeah, that's where.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Yeah, no, that was probably my favorite fight was in that like museum-esque thing.
Yeah.
So what's your ranking on these movies and your favorite kill?
Okay.
Because I
all right. Ranking on the movies, I will go ahead and go with one is probably my favorite just because it did such a great job
Introducing you,
laying down the story elements that built upon so well throughout the later films.
Yeah.
It's just satisfying way. So it may not have been the most amazing of ones, but it's such a great job preparing you for the future ones.
Yes.
Then honestly, probably 4. It probably is going to be my next, one, just because how well it did to expand the entire universe in such a globe-trotting way. That gets me excited.
I love seeing the Osaka.
Yes,
continent. That was
yes.
fantastic.
And it gets me excited for what's to come in the future films. The same, 1 did a great job of initiating me, and then 4 does a great job of preparing me. Then probably 2, and then 3 in that order. So 1, 4, 2, 3.
Because the third one's last.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad in any way, shape, or form.
I know.
It's-
I was just shocked.
We're talking about degrees
Yeah.
of separation here. All right, then
Your favorite kill?
favorite kill. All right, it's so simple. It is, but it's like getting a release after being edged for a while. the first pencil kill. All right, they talked about it. They talked about it. They talked about it.
So you're saying this is
And then, oh shit, this motherfucker killed a man with a pencil.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. God damn. It just,
So just the story, not the scene, the story.
It was just being edged.
That was good,
Deliver. All right.
And he actually does it in the
Yes.
second one?
Yep.
Yeah,
second
so
one.
yeah.
It was just such a simple fucking thing. But
No, that's
it-
fair.
Yeah, it just paid off. I'm like, okay, thank you very much. All right. Sploosh.
Who the fuck does that?
Yes. So, like I said, and it's not the most visceral or anything. It's just because of how well they built it up. And then so quickly delivered it and just kept rolling. I'm like, oh, thank you very much. I feel like such a fucking sub right now. All right. All right. Critically and enjoyment. Critically, as a series, I will probably give this 4.25. Really good. I mean, now the writing as a whole, there isn't a lot of it. There really isn't. So I'm not going to take, I can't give it super high praise for the writing because there's not a lot. But the action, the cinematography, the effects are all, out the park wonderfully.
Great for
done.
a stunt being a stunt.
It's exactly what it's supposed to be. And
Yeah.
then a modern retelling of Greek tragedy type feeling.
Yeah.
Delivered on it amazingly. This is stories that have been told for literally thousands of fucking years. And I can always appreciate a good modern tell of it. Enjoyment, probably as a series, 4.5. Really enjoy this series. It's something that can be rewatched numerous times and not get bored of it. Really not. Keanu did wonderfully just drawing you in, making you care about the character. Everybody did. They had their own personal quirks and everything about them, and I appreciate what this series done, and I'm looking forward to the expanded universe.
Awesome.
Personal quirks, like on a subatomic level.
No, quarks as in Deep Space Nine. Their own. Ferengi. Yes.
Maybe quirks.
Yeah.
There we go.
Potato.
Just like you said, I said cork with cork in a bottle. Cork in a cork. Remember you got that? You don't remember? Yeah.
Hit the button.
All right, Goop, your turn.
Take it. Favorite kill? Order up.
Out of 439 of them, just one.
Ooh. When he goes in the Continental and kills fucking Santino.
Yeah, that's fucking satisfying as shit.
Just that smug motherfucker sitting there eating his fucking goose fat motherfucker. Just him just still talking in this fucking smug way.
I think he would have been fine if he just not say anything.
Yeah.
And it may have been okay. But he decided to be a little bitch and a punk.
It's kind of like when Vigo was like, "It's just a fucking dog."
He was the most
son of a bitch, man.
Nope.
He was the most annoying. All of them. I could
Spoiled
not
little cunt.
stand him. He was worse than the Greyjoy boy.
Theon Mafia Joy.
Yeah, I mean, the guy played Greyjoy in Game of Thrones.
I know. Yes.
So that's why I just call him the Greyjoy boy.
So when John just fucking puts a bullet in his head, it's finished. And that's fucking best scene ever.
Yeah. There's a lot of release with that one as well. Like Stu was saying, there's a lot of release. How about you, man?
So ranking wise,
that's fine.
Wait, what's next?
No, you're good.
No, he was trying to skip you and go to Ragnar.
You doing that?
No.
No,
I'm just being an asshole.
He thought you were done.
I was thinking about favorites, and we're just gonna go whoop, 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 and then do pints. But we already did favorite and pint.
Let's do that.
No.
We're already on
you
track.
do your whole thing.
Okay. So favorite gun is the Benelli M4. By the way, just beautiful. The whole scene in the catacombs was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So to rank these movies from 1 to 4. God damn. 1 is definitely the best one to me. I go 1, 2, 4, and 3. That's my rankings.
Yeah, I can see that.
Enjoyment and critical for the whole saga.
Enjoyment is definitely a 5. I mean, just the character development of John Wick, being emotionally tied to that character, and just seeing the Greek mythology and all the different homages and like the respects, as the stunt coordinators put all the effort, every actor puts into this movie to make it each movie bigger and bigger and bigger, just to have you on the edge of your seat each time watching. What's going to happen? How's the story going to unfold? How's the story going to grow? It's just magic. I'll never forget in the 4th movie, just being in the theater, just being on the edge of my seat, just like wondering what the fuck's gonna happen, how's this gonna end? And at the end, the way they end it is like, god damn it, as everyone talking about it, it's perfect. I mean, I love the homage to the Warriors. The lady at the DJ just bebop. He's going here. You motherfuckers better get ready to kill him. It's just fucking perfect. And God, critically, there's a few things that you have to suspend your belief on. So I give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. That's a great one.
Yep. No, I agree. Good.
Ragnar.
So my favorite kill is a multiple one because it's fucking funny. It's when he's at the Osaka Continental and
the fucking arrow to the knee.
That one was fucking cool as shit. All right.
I laughed so fucking hard.
When we were fucking rewatching it, I forgot about that. And all you see is the fucking arrow come up. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No, mine is when he's fucking going against the armored table members and their security guys. And when he's fighting them, listen to those guys that are in the armored suits, right? Every time he hits them or shoots them, it sounds like they're saying shit.
Yep.
So every time, it's like shit, 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 shit. Every time. So that whole sequence of his kills in there is that's why.
That's fucking awesome.
That's fantastic.
I didn't even think about that. Was that did you watch it with captions? Was they actually saying shit, or was it just
No. When me and Snow were watching it,
Shit, I'm dead. Shit, I'm dead. Shit, I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to know.
Rankings, same as Stu's 1, 4, 2, and 3, and it's like everything is like that fucking close. It's a country.
Yeah.
You know, but like number one for me, it is the one just for the simple fact that it introduces you to this entire world that it's plausible that
Very unlikely, but it's fucking like
it's unlikely,
yeah,
but it's plausible that it could be there.
For the nerds out there, the Banach-Tarski theorem is, in very simple terms, if it can happen, it fucking will.
Yeah.
If you let something play through enough times, it's going to work eventually.
And then enjoyment for this is a 5. That's it. That's easy. I mean, these ones here, it doesn't matter which one it is, really. It's one of those movies that if you're scrolling through the TV and it pops up,
I'm watching it.
You're gonna watch it. It doesn't matter if it's the beginning, middle, or end.
Yep.
I'm
catching the last 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck.
And when you get those last 5 minutes, then you want to go start it all over again.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. It's just one of those fucking film series.
Just caught that on the break room TV. Honey, we got to clear the schedule for the weekend.
Yeah, right. And then critical 4.5.
Yeah.
It's the things that are accurate in it are accurate and are good. The things that are, it's not that they're inaccurate, but they're
too showboaty.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like they did really fucking good when they kept everything very, very authentic.
Yes.
And the fact that stuntmen are the ones that are directing this movie.
That's
which
a winning formula.
Yeah.
Well, visually, for a stuntman, it's really good camera work and everything.
It works because a stuntman knows how everything should work and how everything should look.
Yeah.
So having them direct this as their first movie, fucking winner.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's fucking like the littlest things, the minute things that are just, I think, just a little bit too far-fetched.
Yeah.
That just brings it down a little bit. But yeah.
Great review. Great review, man. All right. So mine's going to be a little bit different. My favorite kill, it's one of those, the guards, the high table guards on the stairway. When that final guy that's been trying to get him the whole time gets shot in the head, falls or gets shot down in the head on the ground, and then the dog takes a piss on him.
Yes. I forgot about that.
That's a good one.
That was a good kill right there. That was a good kill right there. And just that whole scene alone was just great. If I were to do a ranking, so this is where mine's is different, I like the second one a lot. And to me, the second one really shows how big the world gets. The first one is, amazing, and I love the first one. But the second one really shows how big this high table universe gets, and how big.
Well, it starts to open.
Open it up and everything else. So in my opinion, I think that one's more of an introduction to how big it is compared to the first one. The first one was a lot smaller film. The second one really showed how far out it went. And
Yeah,
then the
but-
third one, it went even further.
Yeah, but that's an introduction to the high table. It's not.
Well, yeah,
it's not an
that's-
introduction to John Wick.
True. Yeah, I understand that. But that's why I'd put John Wick 1 as number 2. So I put John Wick 2, John Wick 1, John Wick 4, and then John Wick 3. Which is funny. We all have the same 3 being the last. The third is a great one. I mean,
It is.
don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the second one. I really enjoyed the Commons part as Cassian. I really enjoyed that. The only thing I hated about the second one was the villain, but it was very satisfying to see him die. Yeah, that's my ranking there. Now for my enjoyment and critical, enjoyment's gonna be a 5. That's a winner right there. This is a 5 for enjoyment all the way. I mean, these movies are highly entertaining. There's no bore in them. They flow perfectly. The stunt work, the gun work, the camera work. I mean, seriously, in that fourth movie alone, just like that whole scene where they're just going all over on the top of the building and just following it, and that's all just one shot.
Yep.
I seriously was very happy on how that was done. I think every camera work in this, all the stunt work, all the fighting scenes in the movie. I don't know much about guns, but just the way that he was handling it, you could tell that he knows what he was doing, and I thought that was great. So definitely,
Lots of fucking training.
Oh yeah, definitely a 5 for enjoyment. The storyline, I even enjoyed the storyline, but there was one thing I had to complain about when I was watching. I think it was when I started watching the second into the third movie. I was like, how much bigger is this world going to get? It's just getting bigger and bigger to the point where it's like nonstop, like where it's almost everybody's a fucking hitman all over the place, all over the road. And that got just a little much for me. That's the only thing that I would take off for critical.
It is a little bit, and I understand exactly where you're coming from, but I did give it a little bit more thought, and I think it's less about so many people being assassins and more about, in the particular places.
Assassins better than hitman.
Yeah,
I like that
the
word
assassins
better.
that we're seeing are in very populated areas.
Yeah.
And it's more so about they could be fucking anybody.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a concept of the world.
Yeah.
Where it's just, back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, the mafia age. I would say, the 30s up into the 70s, or the real mafia age. You had being a hitman and assassin was somewhat, it's not super common exactly, but there was a fair amount of these dudes working around, and you just didn't know who they were. This movie world has just taken that concept and just kind of turned it up to 11. And so, yeah, there's probably a hitman for every 3 people.
Yeah. Well, see, this
in cities.
This is a common thing for most movies, is where the first movie does good and it's a smaller movie, then the second and third are always like expanded, like The Matrix, the Pirates of the Caribbean, and stuff like that. Back to the Future.
I think this one did it very tastefully.
It did, but that's just
It
the only
flowed very well.
It's the only thing that I had just a slight part. Like it's like barely.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
Yeah, barely anything that would like affect. My critical is 4 3/4. I'll go with 4 3/4 on this one. Just same as Stu. It's almost a masterpiece. This whole saga. I mean, it's right there. It is just. They're amazing movies. I'm really curious at how they're going to continue with John Wick 5 if they do it that way. But altogether, it was really well done and fun to talk about. Seriously, John Wick is. He's a character that everybody will remember Keanu Reeves for. Just like I said, certain actors are remembered for roles. He will be remembered as John Wick. This is his role. This is his staple role. So that's my review.
Stu was a 4 1/4.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 3/4.
No.
Oh well, I'm going 3/4. I'm close to a 5, but it's 3/4.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Thanks, Goot, for correcting me.
Just smiling to the microphone.
Yeah. I'm tired.
My favorite kill. That's a tough one. It really is. But I would have to go with. God damn it! And see, that's the thing. I walked into this really having that shit prepared, and talking through this shit. It's just, fuck. I think my favorite kill would be the big sumo-looking dude in number 2.
Okay.
He's going toward the
He couldn't. It was hard to kill him.
Yeah, man. That shit was just
Getting fucking
like you found a
shot
dude that
like
you
3
had to
fucking
climb
times.
up this motherfucker.
He got shot in the head, and he was still trying to get up again.
Like you know what? Fucking that was pretty good.
Yeah.
My ranking, I'm gonna go chapter 2, then 1, and then 3, and then 4.
Okay.
The fourth one's last?
Yep.
Wow.
Again, like Ragnar was saying,
that broke the chain.
There's not a whole lot of room between them.
Yeah.
But number 4 did have a noticeably larger margin of error on going from a believable concept to Fantasyland. Which, yeah, it's all Fantasyland, but the technology, a bulletproof, somehow also metal business suit, that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It actually took me out of the experience quite a bit, and which is a fucking shame. So that does get
stop watching. Or paying attention.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I started trying to figure out what was up with their suits.
Like everybody had them. If you didn't have fucking full body armor on, from head to toe, you had a fucking bulletproof suit on.
Right, and it made sense in 2 and 3, where you had these fully kitted out dudes with a ballistic face shield on. And they're not meant to be fast. They're fully armored. Okay, now you just have to be a little bit more finessing with your shot placement. That tracks.
Yeah.
That is effective. They've been buffed and nerfed where they need to be. But number 4, just everybody has, I guess, 762 rated plate metal in their business suit. It doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't work.
It was extra. When
it was just too much.
Yeah.
And it really took me out of the experience. But overall, this whole John Wick universe, as of right now, that is a 5 out of 5. This is hands down my favorite movie saga out there.
I figured that would be for you because this is in your top 10 movies of all time.
Absolutely. Critically, I'm going to say 4.5 because they did fantastic world building. They did fantastic character building. They did absolutely awe-inspiring concept of martial arts and proper gun use and tactical situations. They did a very good rendition of it. It's not perfect, but it's the best we've ever seen.
Yeah.
In a movie. But they kind of shit the bed on some things. It happens. That's that's what happens when you start making stupid money, and
it's Hollywood.
Want to make it go bigger and better.
Yep.
I understand it, but maybe not next time.
We'll find out. Find out in a few years.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, thank you all for listening to our TED Talk.
Everybody, this was great. See y'all later.
I am Klaus.
Oh my God, I forgot. He's my favorite. He's my fucking favorite. Son of a bitch. I am Klaus.
I love it.
I totally forgot about him.
We didn't even talk
That's
about
all
it
he
that
says.
much. Because you
I am
talked about
Klaus.
guns for like an hour and a half.
That's my bad.
Was it longer?
He only said fucking 3 words.
No, he
I
said
am
3
Klaus.
words times 3.
Yeah,
He said
that's all he
9
says.
words. I am Klaus. I am Klaus.
I'm John.
We didn't
I
even
am
talk.
Klaus.
Plus, we didn't talk
I'm
about
Klaus.
Angelica Houston, the ballerina.
Huh?
I brought it up partially.
Yeah, it's too late.
I know. I'm just saying we didn't talk about it.
Goodbye, folks. Now
Was there a talk
fuck
about-
off.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to our episode in our season 3 of Barrel Age Flicks. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Guys, this helps out enormously. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you would like to send us a special film request, please contact us via Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube for his awesome music. This guy fucking rocks. Check him out. Want to give a shout out to Sammy, one of our guest hosts on the show who does our amazing album artwork. Thank you, Sammy. Our podcast only exists because of listeners like you. To find other great shows, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Hope you join us for our next episode. Later, guys.